사람들은 당신을 이렇게 부르더군요. 마신을 쓰러뜨릴 유일한 존재. 성약의 계승자라고. 하지만 지금 당신이 할 수 있는 건 소중한 이들의 죽음을 그저 지켜보는 것뿐. 여신의 대리인이여, 어디 한번 덤벼보세요. 이 6번째 세계의 운명을 넘어설 자신이 있다면 말이죠. 2025년 7월, 운명을 넘어서는 순간 새로운 전설이 시작된다. 에픽 7 2025 월드 아레나 챔피언십.
Hey yo, welcome back everyone to the quarterfinals this time. Seem to be having some quick matches, well 2-1, 2-0. But in fact, Asia had quicker games. So let's compare at the end of the day which server was indeed faster, because we're also having the same amount of matches. Here's the next coupon. This one's not the same. It's a different one. It's a new coupon, guys. And you have 24 hours for this one. E7WC Other Dash, stand to last. That's our theme, or logo for the tournament. So make sure to put that in. You have 24 hours. E7WC Other Dash, stand to last. That should be on the coupon. It's still desynced. Working on it. I'm not working on it. The production is working on it. Guys, can I hear you guys? You guys haven't said anything.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone. I wasn't able to hear anything. I was getting scared. But we have the coupon. Oh, make sure you guys also put in that coupon. Make sure to don't forget. Yeah. Because I know after watching all the games, the matches, you're just so hyped and excited. It's like, oh, I did my job today. And then you go to sleep. Right?
That's exactly what happened the first day. I missed every single one.
Make sure to put it in that, especially the first one, because the first one had less than 12 hours. In fact, here is the list of quarterfinalists: Chaser,
wow.
Senko, SYAC, Heija, Mafty, Gomyeongmi.
Oh
Sashimi
man,
tea,
damn, Sweet Quokka got taken out. Yeah,
Yo,
Sashimi tea, 2-0 over Sweet Quokka.
Oh man. A few more seconds on this
sad to
page.
see Sweet Quokka go, but Sashimi Tea is a really strong player. Would not discount him. But I think the hot topic match of this quarterfinals just turned into Mafty versus Gomyeongmi. Those are two really strong players. Gomyeongmi is, of course, a lot of people's favorite players, but Mafty, that's Light E7's favorite player. Shout outs to Mafty, and really excited to see what kind of matches we're going to see next.
Oh. We'll see Mafty, Gomyeongmi. That seems to be a big matchup. That's going to be our third match in the quarterfinals. But starting with Senko, Chaser. Oh, Salsa Bro, also a well-known player from Korea, went down. Lots of known names to have lost already from round of 16.
Senko versus Chaser, Siak versus Aicha, Mafty versus Kisei, y Sasim versus Changhei.
Man, the older names are getting old nowadays. The new kid on the block.
Por ahora el
like
que veo más
Adin,
chance de ganar supongo es el Kisei, que es como más conocido. Igual mucho la verdad no sé.
Oldies, let the new kids through.
I mean, that's how you know a game is really going strong for itself, especially in the 7th year when you see all of these rising stars unseating a lot of the OGs, and of course there he is, the man of our first set, Senko. He just put on such a... It looked like a convincing performance. Match 2, we had a little bit of a hiccup, but still looked very clean for his set.
Yeah, I liked his draft. We were all just kind of shocked at how his opponent really kind of got through that. But I agree. I really liked every single kind of pick that Senko did. Seemed like calm, cool, collected, and it just really worked out, except for the slight hiccup you mentioned.
Yeah, Senko, we saw his playstyle a little bit. Did not get to see A-Rods, but maybe we will. In this upcoming match against a Chaser. Oh, Solitaria. And Flan together.
Most ban protect.
We'll see what happens. Currently...
Yeah, most likely takes it and bans it or protects it.
Yeah, current season ranked 22nd on the ladder. That's Chaser. Very pretty high up there. Did not participate last year, and so we'll see how this goes. And did not get to see the match between himself and Salsa, bro. Wonder how.
Well, I do like the way his most picked characters are structure looks. I mean, that tells the whole story, gentlemen. Pick up all the good knights, third pick Solitaria, and then lock yourself in that red flan and take advantage of those dual attack sniper shots.
Literally Chaser.
Going up head to head though.
No record of last year.
Whether or not that style is going to work versus Senko, I think that's going to be a pretty big question. A lot of times when I'm looking in tournaments, I do like looking at these guys' win rate because it tells a pretty big story. And both 69% win rate, they're both quality over quantity players, which perform super well in tournaments.
We'll see how this goes. We are ready.
A ver cómo juega este men. De vuelta se me volvió a trabar, no me jodas. Ay, la puta que te pagué.
Don't change it.
No, boludo.
Exactly the same.
Ok, bueno.
Ooh, I like that.
Comic books or actual books? I can't tell.
Is it literature? Is it literature?
Is it like
or is
literal
anime?
actual books, or that's a lot of book shelves on the back?
Yeah, I hear my guildmates talk a lot about the culture Korean literature, and I'm sure Chaser has plenty of them. A well-learned man, banning out Renak as well as New Moon Luna. Of course, Boston Ruka banned out for Senko, so no first pick shenanigans going to be coming out. Both of these guys allowing Harsetti to stay in the match, and we're hovering the blue pay reverse. Surely we're getting something else. Of course, there she is, the Imperial.
Fair and square,
one of the premier
gentleman's
tanks.
law, no Harsetti. If she's not banned.
Well, let's see if they stick with that. I don't know, man. When there's this much money on the line, right? I'd say there's no rules.
But, by the way, guys, there is a rule book for E7WC.
La típica para los maranines.
Marcus was lying. There are rules.
My bad.
There is a book of rules, okay? Oh, yeah. Valky, sorry. Go ahead.
And of course, you know, if you play Harsetti, you're playing within the rules. Witch of the Mirror Tenebra gets picked up super early, as well as Tori. So for first round, I would say Tori is almost like you're getting a little too aggressive because you still have to fight versus a bunch of pretty OP characters. You know, you got the fixed damage threat, you have FCC to deal with. So I don't like Tori in the first round of any BO3 in this lunatic format. I think she's amazing in the second round, but first round you do defer over to let Chaser lock in that third pick. I mean, this is where it matters. If you're going to play Harsetti, you're going into the village, you're opening up the casino. Harsetti needs to come out on 3, and we'll see if Chaser commits into that.
A-Ross is coming. We all know that for Senko. And Chaser, can you actually break through? Or maybe even a DJB? Or... Aha! Even I could guess it!
Very well done.
I got something right, boys.
Desert Jewel Bazaar.
I got something right. That's rare.
Ok, Maranin y supongo que hay Ross para hipercarga.
Like you said, he does have that Ross hovered, but...
Oh, Harsetti! Oh, breaking the rules, or bending the rules, I should say.
I was saying.
There.
Oh, shit!
No gentlemen's here.
Harsetti locked and cannot be banned. Senko.
Oh, it's gonna be a mess, guys. Yeah, I mean, now nobody knows how this match is going to go. Like, you know, we could throw out all of these theories, and then at the end, Harsetti just shuffles everybody's combat readiness, and then bada bing, bada boom. It goes completely the other way, and Ruel gets picked up. A bit of a Guild War technology here. Usually what you use to overcome some of the RNG associated with Harsetti, but 2 strong DPS picked up for Chaser. We're chasing away the Harsetti with the new Kid Aiden and the afternoon Soak Flan.
Oh, you are right. Thanks for the explanation. We do have new players, so might not know exactly what Harsetti does. She shuffles. And we have no idea how that shuffle goes. And we only have to open the game.
Nobody
so the
knows.
Draft goes a little little more insane than usual. And more Senko, what are you thinking?
Ooh, I'm almost thinking this is 100% a red flam ban, and you're just using the more to control the new kid Aiden, limit some of her counter attacks, limit that pop-up potential we saw in maybe set 1. So we'll see how things go here, but either way, this is going to be messy. That's what I'm expecting. Whenever Harsetti is in the game, you just don't know what's going on anymore. Everything goes out the window.
I'm also a little worried about the Tori pick from Senko this early, but the rule gets banned, and as you called it, the Fire Flam, we just don't know how that's going to go. Now that we have the Mortellix pick, I think that is a nice, just get her out of the picture. We can kind of predict how it's going to go.
When the gates open, guys, open your eyes. Harsetti and Arya.
So now we can kind of press and not fear those counterattacks as much. Looks like Arya is going to be following very closely after Harsetti. Opting to just S1 here. Defense break landing.
Do we land the second? We need to dodge at least one hit. Does dodge. Vigor comes up. And Hayden just barely escapes with her life. Oh man, if she got hit twice, couldn't get the Vigor, I think she's in a lot of trouble. But I mean, as Chaser, you do want this first turn. You want your Arya to go first. You want your EGB to go as early as possible. S3 is going to come out here. We're landing everything on Tori.
Half gone.
Yeah, and with this follow-up, this Tori is just kind of, you know, she's kind of dead in the water.
Yeah, no tanks, no barriers. Not a lot of protection going for her, so Senko will be relying on his other character to carry out the rest of this match.
You get out in?
He S3
Okay,
he goes
ahí la típica. Adding goal.
Yeah, he has the DJ Bazaar now ready to go. Has access to turn meter push if you didn't know. Could bring up that Ilinov. Has a few options here.
It does look like a tank.
Y ahí ulti, ¿no? Para darle inmunidad y que el mono les meta el miedo.
Thing is to maybe push her. Actually, no. We got the berry from the Arya, didn't we? So this could very well be a destruction set.
Acá supongo que irá por la Tori.
Show me the damage.
Rift through.
It doesn't. It's
4,000 enough.
It's enough.
To take down Tori.
No crit necessary.
Just barely enough. Wow.
Following an
Quick
Chaser.
GG.
Oh, I thought he was reading a book there. That was his phone. I thought he put his phone down to read a book real quick.
So now I can see it's literature. No cartoons that I can find at all. There's a mosquito spray in the middle too. The red box, the red blue box.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That wouldn't be mine. Mine would be all manga, all manhwa.
I actually even see some Chinese. Maybe
Yeah,
he's a polyglot.
I do
Maybe
see some Chinese
he's a really
too.
well-learned man.
I think so. There's some English on top too.
He's a professor.
Maybe he moved the webcam to his parents' room, so that. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Wow,
just kidding. Chaser
Okay.
is. That's what I used to do, guys. It's all on me. Sorry. Apologize.
Ahí.
Chaser is a
You're just projecting.
well-learned.
Yeah,
No vi la pelea completa, pero
That's why
por lo que
he
vi
wins
ahí
game one.
simplemente
That's
metiendo la
exactly
suya.
why. We'll see. Oh, now what he's up
You
to?
know, I'm sure it's his room, you know, because look at the way he holds his phone. It's like he's holding a book, you know. It's how
That's
a
what I
professor
thought.
will.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he was reading a book right there.
You're right. Now that you said that.
He's not only a learned, but also a very disciplined man. Really good first match by him. And I wouldn't really fault Senko too much here, except for the fact that he did, yes, opt into that Harsetti matchup. And, of course, as RNG would have it, RNG giveth and RNG will take it away. Completely took the tempo out from him, and that match got stolen away real quick. It just was not Harsetti's day.
Yeah, I also didn't really like that Tori. It was a super early pick, and we kind of mentioned, you know, how it could be risky, and we saw it there. We didn't have enough protection for her. She was able to be taken out, and that was partially because of the Harsetti kind of lineup that favored Senko. She was able to two-tap, and it was just barely enough on that Ilinov despite the crit to finish her. That's a statement.
Es decir, va a ir de DR. Le estás diciendo que va a ir de DR de una.
Operating a little bit on extremes here. The first match, we were a little bit too slow. It kind of bit us in the butt, so the second match, let's just flip it on his head and go all in on speed right from the get-go. We'll figure it out if we need pivots later. And I mean, I'm not a hater of this approach. I like when matches go fast and aggressive and players are fighting over who gets that turn order.
Boys, guys, I have a question. Who's Is that Chenille getting banned? What's that about?
I almost even released Chenille as a silver bullet counter to that Ray, and now with the Chenille banned out, Ray will be unhindered. So I think Senko here, he needs to take his units, go aggressive, go fast, go high damage, Spirit Eye Celine, yes, that's it. Go for another high damage unit. Do not go slow. Do not let Chaser catch you playing slow. Dragon Price said we're anchoring with this.
Yeah, you know, don't think that's a slow unit. She's gonna protect
you.
Karina!
What? Where is Espa?
Oh my goodness.
Why is Espa not here?
Ilna está dañada, así que puede ir con PJs o personajes de daño de perforación. Aunque igual ahí el Crow muy bueno no es, porque le van a meter un montón de control, un montón de cosas. Tampoco va a matar a casi nadie, creo.
I do wonder if this is a little bit early for Karina. I mean, decent matchup into the Spirit Eye and not the worst into Red Litica, but you get a couple of good combo characters. It's not out of the question to see this Karina fall.
Belian, para nada malo ahí.
Yeah, probably 3F variant to kind of answer things like Spirit Eye Celine so we don't crit. However, crit buff, we actually saw that can bite you in the butt.
Right, and now that Fallen Cecilia makes a lot more sense because you're playing the Rocket Punch Gauntlet, you're playing the 3F. You want to take the Fallen Cecilia early, not only to anti-cleave, anti-aggro, but also to deny Senko the ability to pick her and cut all of your fixed damage in half. Strays, though, very scary pick, will be enabling that Karina, but a lot of times he just ends up doing way too much damage to a classic tank down team. And with Empyrean Illinat banned out due to the Lunatic format, he is really scary here.
So there's somewhat of an answer for Karina in the ban protect, so she will be on the field. She's the defense damage base. Fairy Tail lockdown.
Ojita la tenebria de agua.
Fairy Tail is a must-ban pick.
La tenebrita de agua.
Even if you pick a cleanser, now you're worried if they ban out that cleanser, then the Fairy Tail Tenebria, you know, kind of just takes over with her massive amounts of debuff or crowd control. So let's see what Chaser, even if he picks the Laya, he might still have to ban that.
I like where you're going with this card because even if he picks a lie here, Designer Lilibet, surely she gets
la Dilliot también está piola, aunque bueno, hay que ver ahora qué se arma acá. Y yo supongo que acá tiene que venir la Tenebria.
Or do you want to see, maybe we'll hit some 15% like light hit on Atomic during their set.
Esa Tenebria se va, supongo, le va a meter todo el control.
Well, let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness, we are letting both through.
Oh my god, what is
Y el otro no venía en la liga. Ok.
Fairy Tail
actually know where he's going.
Chao, lista.
Game 2. Chaser.
Hacer tu trámite ahí.
1-0 Lidica starting.
Lo tiene que aventar a
Very fast opener.
Misses on the Karina, that is relevant.
Debuff City. Some stacks on Dilibet.
¿Y qué más almitas a la Dilibet?
Wow, never mind, fast turn. We're gonna rip the Designer a little bit all the way down, and without enough debuff, she doesn't cut. And you hear you have such a deadly touch. The Spirit Eye Swords.
Say good.
A lot of damage goes in.
Ojito esa Karina. Ojito esa Karina. Y hay una ult. Y supongo.
Pues a la...
Chao.
Senko. Not in trouble.
Esa ulti te va a doler, ¿eh? A ver si mete la cajita, todas las cajitas posibles.
Ok, ojito counter. Ok, le da remetido todo. Al que sí no le metió todo fue a la Belian. Ojito que si llega a meter básico le saca la inmortalidad a Selena, es que hacer un problema,
Pero le tienes que va a activar a la Zenith.
Se lo va a activar con la ulti igual, es lo mismo. Y no se va a dar buffo de defensa, así que a mí le conviene más el básico. A mí le conviene más el básico. Ahí está.
Y si le quitó la inmortalidad, loco. Y activa full prop. Activas al DDR para que no haga su caquita. Falló.
Tiene el artefacto de la nueva, de la jugada de agua. Ok. Igual la seña es inmune a todo, así que no pasa nada.
La escena 1 tiro última.
¿Cómo?
La seña 1 tiro última, ¿verdad?
Sí que tiene. Cuando activa la paseo se le resetea la ulti.
Ajá, pero tú no la tiras, ¿no?
Ah, no, sí, aún no la tira.
Ajá.
Igual la cabra, la mismísima cabra.
Llegó el pro player. Se rindió.
¿Ya? Entre la biblioteca, entre libros, bien elocuente, mi compa, ¿no?
Dijo, te falta leer, pibe. Oh, mira todo puro anime waifu, boludo. Buena china. Ponete a leer, pibe. Toca pasto, dijo.
How many times do you guys run into Ocarina these days in RTA? Not often, right?
Ah.
No, it's rare. Things could have gone a lot different right between the Litka leading off, but yeah, I really like the kind of off-meta picks there. Played really well, cycling back in that Death Dealer raid. That last
Increíble.
was the nail in the
Bueno, nomás venía a molestar, la verdad.
Even though that Spirit Ice Lean came out swinging,
2-0, el Chaser bot.
And I think Chaser had a really good game plan going into this.
Y hasta ahí se acabó la participación del Senko.
So he bans the strays, kind of tempts fate a little bit. And I think Senko even got a cheeky post ban on the Fallen Cecilia, giving him more damage with that Spirit Eye, but Bellion was able to come through with the 3F and in the end, in a 1v1, a 3F Bellion will always outvalue the Dragon Bright Senya, even if she does get one charge of that Bite and Blast off.
Esa bien de oscuridad reemplazó la de luz luego, ¿no?
Sí, la de luz quedó remuerta, boludo.
It was nicely positioned there as well against the Fairy Tail Tenebria because she still did her job despite having all those debuffs, the AoE.
Más que nada porque ella tiene un montón de daño y además se adelanta sin necesidad que le peguen. Solo le tienen que pegar una vez.
That little Tori getting taken out there. The Harsetti, the lineup not great for Senko.
Tengo una duda. La de oscuridad, así como la de luz, ¿le hace más daño a los de luz?
No.
O simplemente
No.
igual.
No, es lo mismo. Hace daño extra en base a la herida. Ay, Dios, santo de la Virgen, boludo, ¿cómo me puede? Me cago en todo de la Musk, me cago en todo. Qué hijo de puta, boludo.
If this was a strays here instead, Bellion would have gotten sent home in one single slash, and that was not something you wanted to see.
Hay uno en el comentario del chat del Mundial, del oficial, dice menos Bochi y más Shakespeare, dice.
The debuffs paying off too. You're going to see a miss here, 50-50. Soul Turn activated, and this is all he needed.
Hombre cultura, hombre cultura.
Es que me encanta, boludo, viste cómo tiene el celular ahí. Como si estuviera leyendo un libro con una mano, viste.
Poético el hombre. Le faltó nomás su tacita de té, loco.
Sí. Que tenga los lentes, viste, acá el típico movimiento anime que se toca con los dedos ahí, los lentes, haciéndose ahí el pie.
En los lentecitos, sí.
Yeah, I saw that pre-ban. Who's that on the pre-ban? Shoe guy.
Schneel.
Yo lo habría hecho, boludo, para acá rápido ahí.
And everyone said the same thing on chat. It's like, Schneel ban? Oh, okay, DDR incoming. That's a good strat.
Sí, le hubiera quedado chido, ¿no? Pero empató muy mi rival, 2-0. Ahí quedó.
I think it was the previous one, the first one we did, yeah.
Y ahora tengo que subir las cuentas del Mike y del top que le perdía a ese para que no, para que saque los skins, porque ellos iban a hacer set.
Vos, hijo de puta, estás atrasando el torneo para armar todas las cuentas, ¿no, hijo de puta?
Wilson. Ya terminé con la de ya sabes quién.
Ay, Dios.
Well, we have some player data here. Most ban protect on that Zio. So he
No
likes to take
tengo,
control.
hay
He
no
needs
muchos
to have
momentos
that kind
chidos,
of
pero ya
initiative.
quedamos
Most
en
big, no surprise. We talked about
la
the
de
strengths of Total
la
Pair.
de
We
normal y
talked
la de
about
tortas,
Fire
esas sí
Plan
están fuertes.
and one of the premier
No
nights
hay
falling to
huevos.
Cecilia.
Igual a lo
We
mejor me
saw what
tendría que
happens,
esperar
guys,
para
with
el dupe
Harsetti. Sometimes she doesn't
del
work for you
builder,
as
pero
well as your
no hay huevos
opponent.
a
So, you know,
tirador.
just get her out of there.
A lo
No
mejor
one
me
likes
sale
to
por el
have some
directo,
randomness
por el
added into
directo.
our lineups.
La pinche tenebria.
And we see him ban out that Boss Arunca, which means a lot
Todavía
of
no
times
lo
maybe he's opting into playing against the Renac. You see the Zeo Flan and the FCC.
Yo que te
All three
esperes
of those
al
characters are pretty
al
good
Rav, locos.
characters to be
Yo
just
estaré el
brute
videito a ver
forcing
qué
a
hace.
Renac draft with. So you definitely see a little bit of the way he plays ladder going into his
Es que lo ideal sería
playstyle
tener
here.
a los dos.
And his opponent is Heija.
Juegos similares, los dos les gustan la pedra.
Whoa,
Really?
Me molesta, loco.
Are
Me
you
toca la pedra,
Look at that on the
que no la
pre-ban.
tengo.
Look at
Mira
that
vos.
pre-ban,
Fire
Nicolas.
Cecilia?
Wow.
Do I have that right?
I think
Fire
I can
Cecilia?
explain this one,
No,
guys.
sí me,
Okay, explain.
sí me
Alright.
tocó perder contra la
Doesn't really
pedra
play
1
with a
contra
lot of
4.
pre-bans, right?
Sí.
He's one of those guys that play a little bit of
Más
everything,
cuando
right? The
tienen
jack
el
of all
artefacto ese
trades.
del
And when
diente
you
Uberi.
pre-ban
Che,
like this,
este
a lot
men
of times what's
prebanea
gonna happen is the
siempre
other guy's
a
gonna try to
la
Harsetti.
Cecilia de
If they try to
fuego.
Harsetti you, we've already seen this. New Kid Aiden
Y
is so
gachado.
good because Harsetti is forced to
Y gachar mi
AoE
compa el
Nomás
Jaefa,
falta,
¿no?
trigger her vigor.
nomás le falta
When
que
she
en vez de
triggers,
prebanear
she is
Zio,
gonna blow
prebanee
somebody
siempre
up. So you'll see characters
al de
like
3
the
estrellas,
Aiden
¿viste?
on
Ese
Ban
later,
Protect.
el
We'll see
Shotas ese de 3
characters
estrellas.
that are good into Harsetti regardless.
Había uno que se la aventaba bien Chucky, ¿sabes? Que siempre baneaba a Tamarindo y a la Cecilia de fuego.
One of those characters that's like really early in like
Tipo,
Bien
way
gigachado.
Korean players have.
Tremenda
A lot of Korean
falta de
players who
respeto,
don't take
boludo.
pre-bans will ban Cecilia for some reason.
Tremendo.
And I'm
I
guessing
think we
she's just
actually
like
saw
first on
this
the
from
list.
Sí, pero si nunca
Kobe
llegan
when he
lejos,
kind of goes
por lo
later in the
mismo,
lunatic
de
draft, so
que se
starts
quieren
just banning
gachar.
random stuff either to kind of just, you
Igual
know, he doesn't want to
también,
ban something of
tipo,
his own, or
básicamente
I don't
para
know if
dejar
he's just
liberado
like a
más
flat-
monos
I
metas,
think
más
it's a
tienen en
meme.
cuenta cómo funciona el
The
Lunatic.
reason why they keep on banning the same, one of those older heroes.
Is it?
I forget exactly why, but I think it's now a meme. Okay. It didn't really have
Top
too much
11
of a
versus
meaning,
top
so,
123.
so it might
A
not
ver si
matter as much, but
el
an
humilde le gana al
anti-cleave,
rico.
We'll see what
Yes,
happens
el
head to
Fiat.
I
head.
think it'd be a
2-2.
meme in Korea as well.
Le pegó
Le
viciada
gana
al
el
Siak.
gachar.
Relative
Le pegó
record
su
2-2.
viciada.
I think
Y tiene
in
52
scenarios
de
like this,
win
I
rate.
would almost always give it to the higher win rate player,
Es
like I
humilde,
said
es
before,
humilde.
but in this case,
I don't know though, Val.
All right.
Right? This
El
player,
Siak.
even at 52%, that means he won his first initial match, and all these players were monsters.
You can't count anyone out. We've seen time and time again. I mean,
Miedito,
I was
loco.
really hyping up Senko, and there he was. I didn't
Ahora sí no
realize
valió a
he got
Cecilia de fuego, ¿eh?
sweep there. And looking at
¿Qué
the
pasó, mi
pre-bans,
compa?
first pick, he's so respectful.
No es
He
que-
banned the
Me
boss,
vino,
he banned the
me vino
Renat,
muy poronga,
and
pero
of course, first pick comes out MLP.
Some snipe bands on the
Ah, que
outside
en,
with
en
Zio.
esos
Okay.
torneos cuando hay dinero de por medio no puedes
Is
hacer
it my
esas
thing?
cosas.
So let
No
me
puedo.
control this with Payra.
che, ahora que me fijo, la pera de la oscuridad, tipo para hacer la waifu típica que tienen todos los bracitos, la quita, boludo, la pera tiene sus brazos, ¿no? Igual que el Rorro, boludo. La pera mecánica.
Estaba viendo todos piden.
Which is the mayor straight into that fire.
Bien,
Este loco se le olvidó que vendió Harsetti, ¿no?
Second Harsetti player.
Seas mamón.
Take the Harsetti. I'll take the Harsetti.
Yep,
Seas
it's on the
mamón.
ban protect guy, so it's gonna get through. We don't know what's
Seas
gonna happen
mamón.
here in terms of the
Poco.
turn order. Neither do the players.
Se le olvidó ese
Igual,
pequeño
no,
detalle.
Zio is out of the picture.
Ahorita me lo voy a quillar y que no sé qué.
Heja looking to run.
Para mí se re olvidó, boludo. En su cabeza
No,
está,
we do
no, la
not
puta madre, me olvidé
until the
este
main
personaje.
stages. So until
Ojito a
tomorrow,
Mickey God.
Aram is not playable.
Igual se la va a rebañar seguro, a la Mickey. Olvidate.
No, lo único que la monita esa, la solitaria.
Seguro. Yo siento que la Mickey
Sí,
puede
sí.
cargar, boludo.
Tú confía. Y seguro esa Harsetti es por avisar y se va a guardar las almas de Luna. Aunque posiblemente este vato le baneará a Luna.
Can't let that getting through here.
No.
Hwayong can 1v4 sometimes. So
Alright.
try to get ahead. So here we go, quarterfinals match number 2. SYAC on the left, starting with Harsetti with the casino flip
Y la
flop.
primera Mickey.
Heja on the right.
You have all 3 shots with Flan here, so goes for the pick on the Litica.
A Mickey Go,
Immediately, though,
Oh.
he's trying to provoke from the
¿Y ese fue? la-
Es de eficacia, boludo. Es de eficacia, ahí no me jodas. Bueno, tiene chance, tiene chance.
¡Se murió!
Tiene chance. Ahí está la tenebria para meter su control.
Oh, la
Ojito.
lírica del juego se fue, ¿va?
Sí, la bañó. Sí, sí, digo, de un duel. Se fue un duel ahí entre Hasset y... Bueno, ahí por nada en el mundo tiene que despertar a Hasset, boludo. A ver si sale un counter. Al otro counter. Ok, ahí tiene que matar a Harsetti.
Oh,
Ahí tiene que S3 a Harsetti y S1 a la luna. Así no le tiras.
sí, es un Tejersetti.
De que yo sacar a Harsetti, boludo. No, ok, qué verga, ¿por qué?
Mano,
Survivable,
Okay.
however, Mickey's still not out of gas, right?
mano.
Left in the tank.
Pero,
pasó?
¿por qué, boludo?
Porque puede.
Va, sentía que no, no, igual no estaba mal, porque la Yufina hacía puro básico, no creo que se la lleve. Al menos que le pegue 30.000 counters. Ojito,
Counterattack. Uh-oh.
ojito, otro counter.
Ahí va, ahí va, A mi keyboard, A mi
Bueno,
keyboard.
ahora sí tiene que focusar a Harsetti. No, le acierta golpe, boludo. No, ya. Ahí tiene que pegar counter, a ver. No, vamos.
Resist.
Oh,
Yeah, no counter. There's a resist on the attack break.
Le faltó potencia a la Mickey, boludo.
GG. Se acabó esto.
Oh, is it enough?
Oh, that's not enough.
Aunque mate a Tejersetti le va a no, nada. GG.
Needed one more and some more damage.
No, es que era que matar a Tejersetti y la Puma.
Ojito,
AC still had an upper hand,
ojito el
right?
pobre humillando al rico.
Yeah.
El humilde, El humilde. El humilde porque está el emperador. loco. Cara de la otra vez. Ese había salido antes, ¿no?
I thought it was gonna be okay because
Ese había salido, ese había salido antes, ¿no? Que hasta bailaba y todo el asunto.
However, he was still so healthy on the side, right? The Harsetti just two units in a row.
No hubo
And
Mickey Go.
did a lot. He has to finish after that
no
S3, as you saw there, guys. Even
No
if
le
you
dio
get a kill,
el daño.
you need to have enough gas left to hit both units, and it wasn't enough to finish the Harsetti.
Yeah, sometimes you need to have max tooth. Not just one, maybe more than two. Depending on the build,
Bueno, y mañana nomás vas a ver a los de Japón porque los de Europa van a jugar a las 3 de la mañana, ¿no? Ya lo vi.
Her play, but it didn't work out.
yeah, you're right, Car.
¿Cómo?
Digo que mañana, como estos solo van a jugar los de Japón y los de Europa van a jugar con mi horario 3 de la mañana. Ya bien.
Que sepa, no cambian el horario, es todo el mismo horario siempre. O sea,
And
la hora
No,
fija.
los europeos siempre juegan tarde.
round one, SYAC
Pero
had grabbed the win.
siempre
Second
comienza,
game,
tipo el directo de los mundiales siempre
Evans added.
comienzan tipo 12 horas
BBK
Argentina.
Politics
A la,
love K-Ra.
a la medianoche hora Argentina.
BBK.
Hasta ahora eso no cambió.
No, ahora sí está ganando, loco, ahora sí está ganando. Ahora sí está ganando, no se le está dando desgachar, ¿no?
Sí, boludo.
Ya
se puso nervioso.
Sí, sí, ya. Ya perdió, ya la sintió adentro.
Conqueror Lilia.
Conqueror.
Boludo, la recagó, boludo. No bañar a Harsetti, ay.
We'll be all over the tournament. I can feel it.
Soy
already.
capaz con todas las...
Yeah.
Pero además lo piqué así como, pa, toma esto, así lo piqué al instante. Toma,
Sí,
pum.
no, pues ya estaba haciendo los cálculos y...
Smugate
Toda la
said,
gente.
okay, she hasn't been touched for the
En
last
su
few
cabeza,
years,
boludo,
and
dijo,
she's
te voy a
strong, but
auspiciar, hijo de
just-
puta, toma.
Let's just brush her up a little
Pum.
bit.
Después la
And put
Harsetti
her
en el
up
medio
on
y se
zero
quedó,
tier list.
se quedó ahí con una cara,
Ooh,
boludo.
a little Bryceria hovering.
Siempre sí se llena de preguntas.
The lunatic format, right? Really.
Dijo,
really
¿qué fue
made
esa
her come
jugada?
Y
back.
el rayo.
This is why I really like this lunatic format. We see a lot of units now.
Ok,
Did she need the
el
buff?
típico combo.
Because she was only played here in like the E7WC? I don't know, but regardless, good to see her.
And we see DJB coming in once again, being picked up against the Tory. mean, Tori as a damage limit unit is so contingent. She's so reliant on you providing the barriers.
La Belona.
Oh, there it is. There's your
La
favorite
Belona de agua,
My favorite since
No hay
2020.
solitis y no hay...
Oh, Rowan.
Y no hay solitaria, así que la Belona puede pegar todo tranquilo.
CSSP.
Ah, pues está Roana. Pero ocupa daño,
Sí, sí.
Ocupa un daño.
Ahí tiene que venir
Donde
Roana.
no meto donde no meto un daño, le metes un Doro.
Ahí yo creo que un Mort, ¿no? Un Mort, ¿o no?
Plus, there might be extra
Un Morticio.
Pues estaba en mi idea del
O
¿qué?
un Morticio, tal vez.
What else do
O...
you need, Hedja?
No, es que está la Ilina, boludo. O no sé.
Ajá.
Sí, no puedes meter al demo. O puedes meter al demo y baneas al de eso, pero...
Ah, el DDR, si no también, ¿no? El DDR. Bueno.
Es que está en mentira.
Sí,
pero en vivo.
Okay.
Es que
Es
Mort...
que la Choc ya está bien, ¿eh?
Sí, pero ¿sabes cuál es el problema? Es que la Belona va a jugar una banda ahí. Ojito, Candy.
Sí, porque... Sí, pues ya le dijo que le va a banear a la Roana.
No
Por
baneó
eso
a
le dijo que lo
Roana.
baneó.
No baneó a Roana.
Is there enough damage?
No,
We'll find
Y el
out.
daño, boludo.
SYC starting with TJP wins the speed battle.
ok,
Tipo dijo, Rana, ¿quién te conoce si es un mono de PB? Sobre ni me va a hacer nada.
Ah, pero deja tú eso, fue más rápido el DJ que la Silvia.
Es una Celia marrana, supongo. Con
Ajá.
supongo, o mucha F.
Aquí vas a intentar... Ok, está bien.
No tiró ulti, ¿no? El DJ Azar. No. A ver si duerme el DJ.
No, no tiró.
Let's see how many
Duerme el DJ.
lands
Ok, no, le mete el Venom, pero no
one
sé.
sleep only that I can tell, right?
A alguien se le fue el internet.
Para mí el jaja que sigue mandando una rodiña.
Okay, bit of a
Ajá,
pause.
sí, una rodriña ahí.
Let you guys what the reason behind the pause is, but
¿Te imaginas que le den
I
así?
think the game might be
No,
over soon. I think that's why I
que hasta eso el
Am I reading this right?
se la puede bajar con puro veneno, ¿eh?
With only one
depends,
person.
right?
Yes,
There's only one
but
Sí, puede ser.
yes, but also it could get dragged
Sí, sí,
out
es
on
que
the
tenía que haber
principle
baneado a
that
Rana, boludo.
there is a green Roana available, and Haja, the opponent, does not have like enough ways to push the pressure, right? You
Tiene
land one
puro
sleep, and then there's just not a
contravenario.
lot of ways you can continue to land the venom on venom on venom to really hurt your opponent, and then there's not a lot of good ways to just close out the match. So you really need DDR to essentially carry all of the damage and all of the debuffs and land
Boludo, en
everything.
el
The fact
chat
that he missed some
del
is not a
épico
good look.
oficial ahí están todos jodiendo
yeah.
con LM5
Everything
Selector, boludo.
possible. So we'll see. Okay,
Pausa
we should
para
be back in just a
el 5
second.
star
Thanks for the
ML
patience,
Coupon,
everyone.
dicen ahí.
And I think we will start
ML5
where we left
Selector,
off.
adicional 50 ml Free Pulse. Están re desesperados. Re migajeros están, boludo, en el chat ahí.
Here we go.
Counter attack,
Here come the
Elbrus
counters. Now we do
on.
have the
Ahí va,
Roana.
pero la Rana va a curar todo.
Like that turn meter push, the healing.
Pinche.
Roana's gonna
Es que, boludo, yo no veo chance de que...
pay off
Ay,
big time,
boludo.
at least in the beginning of this match. Keep an eye out for the Seaside Blown S3.
Ahí,
See what
ulti supongo que no va a
debuffs
pegar.
land.
Yeah, that does nothing.
Really want to put up the
Si metes
defense
eso
on
sí,
there.
curamos.
Like that one. Here we go, ripping, also full focus.
Ah, sí, también está la Verona con el mural.
¿Listo?
Oh, some good
Oh,
damage.
Ajá,
On
sí,
all
sí.
four.
No tiene crítico, debe ser full ataque con su artefacto.
Really slow and tanky comp. That's really impressive.
And here we go, this is how we get our damage done through.
Efectivamente.
Oh, the D-breaks!
Oh, Stella Harpa though. Stella Harpa did cleanse some.
3 D-breaks.
No sé para qué putas tiró la ulti, pero bueno. Ah, no tiene el incurable el DDR. Ojo.
Creo que tiene arpa, la Roana.
Sí.
Creo que tiene arpa.
Para mí era básico.
Oh, no defense break and the Elbrus.
Para mí era básico en vez de C2, porque ahí no se va a curar. Ojito. Sí, no tuve en cuenta el incurable de la velona, la verdad. Me cerró el orto, boludo, el Psyche. Ojito que el Psyche desacera contra el Rico. Rico versus pobre, pobre gana.
Yeah, it's looking bad for Asia. Even though we have
Chaval,
the time that Unhealable is enough for him to kind of push through, and the Death Dealer Ray just alone can't really get enough done.
Another bat back, and as you guys can see, this is why it's so important he picks away that Adventurer Wrath.
Okay, ahí ya se fueron los buffs. Okay. Hay que ver ahora a la Candy que está a un counter de tener la ulti.
You're right, Valky. Needs everything.
Ese CDR no puede tener ningún turno. Bueno, ahí tiene que hacer full focus al TDR.
We could have a big variant version S3 potentially.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time for the right side to do some damage.
He doesn't have a long time though, G-Pep. We were talking about the Navy Captain Landy. She's building up.
And Victor, some attack sounds on important characters.
Okay, luckily did not prop there at least, but here we go. The rebuttal from the E7WC.
2D breaks. That hurts. Hold up.
Ooh,
Will
very
hurt.
relevant. We are attack broken.
Ojito. Chao.
GG's call. 1-0 SYAC.
2-0 win for SYAC. Heja goes
2-0.
down.
Oh my god.
2-0. Yeah, we had the Harsetti game.
Guys, these Harsetti sweeps just
Se te
keep
escucha todo
going right
trabado,
past me. I keep
por lo
forgetting
que estoy
about him. I thought that was 1-0.
The moment the game is over, Valky erases the Harsetti game off of his
Pero
brain.
otro día que le queda, ¿no? Adiós, todo decepcionado, agotado,
Heja had
tuvo de
to
la
say
fregada.
Plead the fifth, you know, Harsetti
El
match for real, they
Psycho.
can't hurt you.
Heja had to say goodbye
I
and
like this,
respect to
though.
his opponent. Oh
Mm,
yes,
Cienco.
yes, Car?
E7WC very, very strong. You know, we were kind of worried that the Rwana against two
Es
counter
que
units was
era
good enough,
unos
but
chokes
just keep that
ML.
unhealable. With that S3, very fortunate that we landed a lot. That
Era
kind
unos
of gave us
chokes.
that little breathing room to finally
mejor
take
no
out
la
the
tenía.
rods. And once the rods fell, it was kind of just too
Ajá, a lo
much.
mejor
Even
no lo
if he
tenía.
didn't fall out
Tenías que
longer, right? That
dejarlo.
Navy Captain Landy S3 was going to come
No.
and push up big time.
Es más, la puso más a la IN. Acabo de bañar a la IN, ¿no va?
No me acuerdo,
Ahí.
pero supongo que sí.
No,
From that slow player versus slow pair perspective, it looks so good. And of course, going back to that first
Valky,
match,
pay
like,
attention here. This match was real. Here we go.
it was real.
It wasn't a
Harsetti's not
dream.
real. Harsetti's not real. I can't look. I can't look.
Okay, this
Now,
time
this is
we'll
one
tell
where,
you
like,
when to
yeah,
open
he was
your
so
eyes.
healthy.
Uh-huh.
It looked kind of bad. This is where it came kind of down to the wire. We needed like one more count on the side of Asia. It was so close. You're going to see it come down to a 1v2 situation.
Yeah, I think if
Blueberry's tooth procking.
Heja countered once before this moment or afterwards too. Could have been different.
And that was really unfortunate too. There was no defense breaks that landed, because if either one
that's
or
true.
even both defense break landed, it would have looked so good. Amiki could have had a chance to end the match right then and there.
All the strong characters these days having those defense break. And distract. I was asking you two, like, we need some damage on the rightmost spot, right? And then
Oye, ¿tú no
BDR
hubieras
picks,
puesto?
both of you goes.
los carros.
You speak first, Car. No, you speak first, Valky.
It's just an awkward position where maybe there's a line of play that Death Dealer Ray could control with the Rwana tempo, the healing. But yeah, as you see here, right, the first SSB S3, you start to break through. The Stella Harpa is not enough to keep the massive amount of debuffs, and you have that ticking time bomb between the Navy Captain Landy. As soon as that Roz breaks, it's over.
SYAC.
Look at that unhealable, man.
I like the style of SYAC. The drafting had full understanding what Heja wanted to do, and it just destroyed his draft in a lot of ways. And Captain Landy also being awake helped him a lot. Yep, and that was game 2. So we do have the two semi-finalists, Chaser and then SYAC will be the first matchup. Oh, it's not filled yet, but it will be filled. But moving down. Mafty versus Go Myangmi.
This one is hyped up.
Oh yeah, I actually want to just sit down and relax with some Doritos and watch this. That's going to be
right?
hype.
Take me off the spectator for a bit. I want to be just a viewer here because this is going to be a good one, guys. Don't miss out. Mafty Go Myangmi. I think Valky's mentioned that Light was talking up Mafty. You don't need me to talk up Go Myangmi any more than I've already done. Do not miss this next one.
Oh yes, I will. Go upstairs. Hit upstairs.
That does sound nice, man.
Korea has the most amount of convenience stores.
Ya casi, Santi. 2 horas más.
Like per capita?
Igual aguanto. Me cambié los horarios un poco ahí justamente para
by far,
aguantar un poco más esta mierda.
Closer to like plus 30% compared to Japan even. So Korea is indeed number one. When you think about convenience store, it's like, oh, Japan's got a lot, right? Korea has a lot of convenience stores. So you gotta.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I mean, it's just always a good time. I mean, grab a rice drink in my honor, brother, man.
Oh, rice
De
drink.
hecho, ahí hasta le metías una carro. Si metías a la Chocos una carro.
Before that next
Sí,
set of quarterfinals, we
no
will
le
take
supo.
a 5, and I have to run upstairs. So.
Sí, no, pues se metía, pues. Pero se le quería aventar de engachada, ¿no? Baneando a la Cecilia de Fuego.
No le supo el compa.
Sí, o sea, hay monos que se te olvidan, pues. Estás ahí y se te olvida.
Y a mí me pasa.
Que se vas a estar un tiempo, ¿no?
Imagínate
5 minutitos.
en el
5
puto
minutos,
mundial.
¿no?
En el puto mundial, boludo, normal.
Pues ya ves al Deist. Lo hicieron chat, se vio bien mal.
Ahí pusieron la música completa, tipo, no el que dura minuto y medio. Ahí,
Su anime del E7.
ahí vi, tipo, acá viste cuando estás ahí esperando, acá lo del mundial, viste acá te lanzan ahí una de Tenebria, ahí hablando, y ahí en texto te dice, como que le está diciendo el Ras, ¿vos crees que en serio puedes salvar a los del sexto mundo o algo así? ¿Y será que van a lanzar una historia tipo donde regresan al pasado o al sexto mundo intentando salvar ahí a los personajes de ahí, una boludez por el estilo? Ojito, que se viene el guionazo de revivir.
Estaría muy raro, ¿no? Porque pues,
No sé, ahora vamos a ver si lo lanzan. No creo, a ver. Sí, mira, acá. Sabía que no se encontraría el nuevo. ¿Sabías que el pasado no sé qué de tu miseria? Algo así, no. Joder, la puta madre. La desesperación de ser derrotado nunca... Ay, no sé qué mierda dice. Oh, mi pobre cosa. Es que yo no sé si ya lo que es en las cinemáticas del mundial, no sé si es la Tenebria del mundo de los dragones, tipo de la línea de luz, la luna, ML y todo eso, o es del mundo original. Ya me mareé eso, boludo.
es que ya se metió Tutti Frutti ahí con líneas del tiempo. ¿Cómo es eso donde el video donde sale el Ras greñudo o agarrando el Ras normal y que salen todos atrás? O sea, ¿qué tiene que ser el DDR y la GCTI? Nomás por meterle mono.
Bueno, no salió, era una cinemática diferente. F. Che, no me hice el evento, boludo. ¿Vos te lo hiciste? El evento este de verano, el minijueguito.
¿Cuál evento?
El de verano de este, del Arama ahí. En el juego, tipo, ¿viste el minijuego ese?
¿El minijueguito?
Sí, ¿te hiciste ya todo?
Sí.
Yo no, boludo, no hice un carajo.
No, todavía no. Estoy subiendo los niveles.
No, lo tengo que hacer,
Pero
boludo.
ya cuando le subes acá los monitos para que se muevan más rápido y eso, pues funciona. Yo a veces siempre uso ¿cómo se llama? A la guau.
No sé, solo jugué 2 partidas y ya, boludo. Supongo que ya está desbloqueado para
Eso
hacer.
sí, 10 minutos se pasan de más, ¿no?
¿Cómo?
Hubieran puesto 5 minutos, 10 minutos, es lo único que no me gustó.
Ah, sí, tardas una banda. En parte por eso me da paja hacerla, pero...
Sí, 10 minutos, imagínate. Estar corriendo ahí como loco, que no te atrapen. Es que ese RAS tiene que estar OP, loco.
¿El RAS? Sí. Es que yo ya dije mi apuesta. Tipo, normalmente, para estas cosas, su kit, al menos en parte, siempre es medio para hacerle counter al antagonista principal o al rival principal. En este caso, a la Tenebria. Para mí va a ser una de dos. La primera, que va a ser que todos los aliados al principio tengan sus buffos que sean indispeleables, tipo de Tori pero para todo el equipo. O lo que va a hacer es, lo que dije antes, meter sella al inicio de la batalla, cancelando las pasivas de Harset, y Arunca y todas esas cosas. Para mí va a ser una de esas.
Primero que pongan bufable a las cosas bufadas.
Y no me sorprendería que su ulti sea un tipo, ¿viste el de Saber de Fate? El de Excalibur ahí, Excalibur. El que lanza la espadota ahí toda.
No se lo ven.
E7 2025 월드 아레나 챔피언십.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, for the third and fourth match of the quarterfinals for Korea. I got my snacks ready.
He wasn't kidding.
I got my snacks ready to go.
I'm so jealous.
You brought some for us too, right?
Oh yeah, certainly. Go grab him. Here's one, Car.
Let me just
Here's one.
Thank you so
Valky.
much.
Thank you.
Here you go, Car. Here's one, Valky. There's
Un héroe 5 estrellas.
That's mine.
Un 6. Y agüita.
Yeah, so we have some snacks ready because this one's certainly a match to watch. Players first. That's right, Mafty. The name doesn't ring much bell to me, honestly. But if he's the one to watch out for from Light, who made it into the main match.
Una espada de 20 de speed. Bueno, ahí tenemos al Mafty. Ese sí lo conozco, yo he peleado contra él. Es cerdito. Ya le he aplicado la de ramita.
A ver qué sale.
I mean, you see him playing this really consistent Korean tank down style with the Adventurer Ross, and of course, with the combo that we see of Politics plus Disciplinary Aria, where she starts punching and then gets the dual attack, and then they just start snowballing the match out of control, and of course, you do see him sport that Death Dealer.
player.
I would say if you're into that
player.
tank down, play very defensive, classic Korean playstyle, Mafty is the player to watch.
¿Qué habrá sido del Ale 91?
In his introduction, he said, I went into the in-game storage.
¿Se habrá dejado el web? ¿Se habrá cambiado el nombre?
Probablemente.
Oh, going to the storage and digging up all the gears?
A lo mejor está entre nosotros con otro nombre.
Digging deep.
That takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have so many gears just not even crafted, not even plus 15 in my storage. I hope everyone even remembers what storage is because we have limited space.
You know it's
in our
serious when
bags,
dudes say
right?
storage.
Compito, pues,
That's right.
es marranito que no le gusta que le metan la rima ni la lírica.
I know.
Es que esa lírica de la nada subió todo completo.
Yeah. Maybe
Efectivamente, sí, cagó. Aunque yo ni la uso, la terminé sacando al peor, boludo. Me incomoda usarla. No va conmigo.
For all those characters. Ooh, guys.
No, ya ves que lo uso un montón.
Flick of lights, so if I
Y el CEO también.
don't worry, it's just a light out. Yeah, if I disappear, don't worry, okay? And this player!
Guys, send your thoughts and prayers to the team.
Jeez, this player right here, man. Speaking of gear, I don't think this guy had to dig deep at all. He already has all the gear, multiple sets, multiple characters, everything ready to go.
I mean, he went almost all the way last year, went to second place, fall just to the champion, Hosma Ray. This year, I mean, look, if there's one pattern that's been holding strong, it's that KJ goes a little bit further year on year on year. The year before that, he was eliminated. Last year, he almost went all the way, so look, if he
supongo que va a bañar Lírica y Shufin, ¿no?
This
De
could be
primeras.
it. That's why you guys need to watch because a lot of people are rooting for Mafti.
O
And
Lírica
Mafti
y
kinda stopped Gomiami
una
in
Peira, no
tracks,
sé.
one of the favorites to win the
Ah, no,
entire
Peira no,
day,
porque la
man.
usa, cara. No sé, ahí vamos.
That's
Matchup
what's
here.
scary. Ranks 2 and 3 on the season, and no relative record for both of them to be parked up this close to the top and never faced off head to head. Oh man,
I kind of like that, though, right? It's
we
going to
have
make it a
no
little more
idea what's gonna
surprising,
happen.
less info, no homework done, no stealing of picks possibly. Yeah, maybe this could be just a surprising match.
The matchup is intense. Who's gonna come up on top is the real question. The only one goes to the semifinals. Another big matchup here in the quarters. Best of 3. Again, guys, Aram is globally banned until tomorrow. So that's why we're seeing Harsetti and all these other heroes pop up. Okay, Renak, Lua, Harsetti, Lyrica. Arunka's open.
Oh well, I mean that means first big player Mafti. We know exactly what he's going for. He's not even pretending right now.
Barunka. Wow, look at these picks from KJ, so fast.
I mean, it's a little bit of a mind game, right? If you don't give your opponent any time to think,
¿Por qué vergas bañó Lua?
they would have to reply fast. But Mafti doesn't miss a beat either.
Él no usa Lua, sí.
Does come out.
I like that response, and I like these 3 units together. Not only do they look amazing, but these 3 units are so powerful, so tanky, and just a lot of
Yo
utility
te escucho
between the 3
todo
of them.
retro.
Gomiami
And
on the
Gomiami,
ropes.
he's really thinking about what he needs to do, because I mean, in the last match we saw him really just put the pedal to the metal, speed up, and get every single debuff up in the book, use the Tenebria, lock everything out. But this time, you know, you go for a pivot because your opponent is already ducking down so respectfully.
Genua this
And there
early.
it is.
The
Le
para
metió 3 openers de Elena.
For the future of the wind.
enough.
That little combo Jigglypuff that you're mentioning, she can buff him up, get him activated a little earlier. Not only that, she does have resource reduction, which could be relevant.
Y bien, le vamos a hacer el otro,
Mafti's
una
side,
bien.
maybe that abyssal Eufine. Celine that's locked in on the last pick.
Ya
That's gonna
soy
be
la
a
de
threat to go Meowme. May not be able to press some buttons unless he bans that out.
There are some extra
Mafti's
turns.
really coming out here with defensive units, because we know for a fact when you lock in Genua that early, you have to ban the Empyrean Illinab that comes out. So what can he pick here that really just baits the ban against the Celine, or maybe he plays into it with the strays? Hang on a second.
The time
This
has
could get a
come.
little bit dangerous for Mafti.
Go
Could be
Miami.
Los dos
He gets
que
different.
pasan.
Oh, both.
Oh,
Fifth
he's gonna leave up
Okay.
the Illinov.
out. Green Celine.
Ojito.
Strays out.
Ojito.
Oh,
So
Genua.
this will be a bit of an interesting
Ese
matchup
Genua no
to
sé qué
watch.
tanto daño va a hacer.
Going first,
Por la
no
Ilina.
surprise. Gomiami does take first turn, but most of his damage
Mira, yo he ganado,
is
yo he ganado,
from the
yo
Genua
logro
defense.
todas las
When up
posiciones
against Empyrean Illinab,
y
Genua is
aunque
going
no
to
lo
have a
creas,
hard time beating
más
down
allá
the boss of Runka. We'll
Sí,
Y
con el básico pega rico, pero además igual en este caso no creo que haga mucho. Acá todo va a depender de que esa tenebria meta los bufos. Si no los mete, vamos, creo yo.
Look at that resist, stacking nicely with things like the art.
Tiene bastiones Arunca,
He's
boludo.
gonna stack some more too with that Ilinov coming up. Is it enough?
Ok, Miti.
Do land some.
Not bad for Gomeang Mi, but Sober
A ver cuánto pega.
for the bites.
Es de Aurius, esa Yuffie.
5K.
Ves, no pega un carajo, boludo, se llenó con gaff y todo.
Now, at least she doesn't
Ahí
have
es
the
a la
rocket
full a
punch
la
here.
tenebria,
She
boludo.
had to trade off
Supongo
that
yo.
Bastion of Hope artifact to get more
Full a
effective
la
instead of the
Tene.
extra damage. But this S3 still very, very
O
strong.
si no,
Strips,
también a la-
barrier, decent damage.
A la Peira,
Well
tal vez.
put. RTA builds are all about opportunity cost. And now since she isn't the main damage dealer, we're looking to use this to set up the defense break.
Ooh, the
Goes into the
damage.
genuine no cleanses.
Ross, the captain.
Pero
You up?
el emo de buena como tal,
Porque ahora se va a
You know,
poner
I really
sigilo la
thought he was gonna
tenebria.
set up on the light Tenebria, but I guess his units weren't gonna be able to cut in time. Math well
Consuming
done by
grasp.
Mafty here.
One who
Back to Arya.
perpetuates disorder. Shall face
Love
my
this animation. Hit him. Send him to detention.
song.
Immortality trigger on the Genua. One more hit on him, even if it's a stiff breeze, will send him home. Dual attack, not going to be able to do much here. I mean, Bossarica holding strong, like you said, with Empyrean behind her.
Extra bites.
Her armor is going to be hard to chip away.
That's right, but let's see. Yeah,
So
look at that.
tanky. Oh man.
Standing strong. The waifu squad, these 4 units, just so powerful, so tanky, working well together in tandem.
Get some.
Shall we
Paymon seems to be
Oh,
doing a
finally.
lot more damage.
Where are you?
Yeah, you see a little crack in the armor there?
How's it?
it's not
Nope, pulling up.
Kira,
Oh, can she hold?
Oh.
She hold?
2.5K. But without Tenua.
Down.
Please assist.
Our potential damage output went down big time.
Waste of some-
Oh, it's
But
enough.
so did the Bossarunka. The Bossarunka goes down. I don't think Mafty wanted to see that, but he has 2 turns back to back.
Oh, Arya
Does crit
does
the
hit.
Payroll. Does a second hit land?
Oh
It
my
lands as well.
gosh.
But still not enough.
And now
Oh,
we
this
have
Arya is still in the game.
S3 ripping from the Imperial Ilinov.
Here, protection.
Gonna cleanse 2 debuffs.
An indomitable.
This is
That
a tank.
indomitable buff.
Payrol still.
Yeah, very, very strong. Oh, look at that health. So that's a pixel.
There's nothing. 24.
Little
Oh,
annoying too, because when you
goodness.
come down to the wire here, you need a lot
Well,
of
Shamama.
action economy, and we're gonna have to spend an attack hitting that. Not what Mafty wants at the moment.
Extra damage from the tooth.
Yo no me veo que bajen a esa
And with the
área,
final
boludo.
turn of the restrict, Imperial Ilinaf not going to be able
Oh,
to get
the
the turn.
D-break.
Another defense break.
Oh,
Gets the
that
kill.
is
That's
so
scary.
bad.
Your life.
Vamos a ver si sale, pero ahora la área tiene ahí ese extra de resistencia
Full
del
resist,
bufo
however,
de
you get the
Ilinov.
buffs for the squad, and this pair that lived at 24 health got so much value on the last moments of her life.
The Hound S3.
Really, really unfortunate for Mafty.
Speed tuning up.
Mafty's got to be sweating a little bit
Ahí
right
ya
now. The
se va a
Pyrrha did
morir
exactly
esa-
what she needed to do, and now could be another S2
A ver,
coming
le
from
mete
the
los
Tenebria. Could be
dibujos.
an S1 even. Goes for the
Upa. Ay, boludo, justo ahora se me viene, boludo, a cortar.
Oh, okay.
A ver, bueno, acaba de depender de si mete o no
Damage
los
much lower now.
debufos.
Without that Payrol.
Ars, ojo, le metió, sí le
Oh,
metió.
hold on.
The Rupture
Rupture.
lands.
Ay, no
Rupture.
mames.
Song was meant
Sí le metió, ay, no mames. Justo último
Dual
momento, boludo.
attacks.
Poison?
Another one. The
Oh,
Poison
No.
man! That's it!
done.
El Mafty, boludo, está con una cara de... Mira el Mafty, boludo. Mira el Mafty.
The
Wow.
lady on the left,
Se quiere
Mafty.
matar.
But Tenua didn't do much, but still was able to hold so
Boludo.
well the other 3 from Gomeang Mi. And
Boludo.
Almost a different story if that lone wolf pair didn't look health. She got so much value before she died. Not only she get one last S3, but the amount of attacks that she was getting pulled on between the two allies.
Boludo, el debuffo de la tenebria
I
está OP,
wonder if the
boludo.
disciplinary prefect Arya could have clutched that out if she had died instead of living at that last pixel.
Arya getting that much hit.
That is going to be the what if for this set. And with so many extra combat readiness, the swift attack buff, and all of those dual attack, it was just way too much for the disciplinary prefect Arya to be able to weather that storm. And all things considered, I mean, every single debuff he landed was clutch. Even that one restrict on the Empyrean Ilanav that was just holding her, she couldn't get that last turn. They were hitting her again and again, and you know, she was just, hey, all right, well, I'll just go like everybody else. It's not like I have a CR passive or anything like that.
Okay, first game, River Card goes to Gomeangmi, and he takes it. Now up on Politis Amiki band from Gomeangmi. That's a little wild.
Quiere ir, supongo, full agro con monos de papel, una cosa
He
así.
wanted to play Ahmed with Abyssal Youth already out. And
Sí, lo quiero escribir sabroso.
very good identify by Mafty to just completely remove that Ahmed. And also, yeah, did Gomeangmi get first pick? So Mafty opted for second pick in this matchup. He goes for DJ Bazaar plus Luna, so he keeps things rather neutral. Goes for essentially two support pickups here, and just looks to counterplay everything that Gomeangmi is going to try to do early in the round.
Some homework done from Mafty. He went for the second pick because he lost. He gets to choose.
Pero no creo que se arriesgue porque le puedes poner la llena.
Wants to go second
Sí,
pick.
es open.
From what I heard from all the players nowadays. Interesting. He's got a plan.
Usually it's an advantage. So that definitely a good point, guys. I really like this. The opportunity to take the second turn, but will it pay off? Mafty now down 0-1. It might work out. That tank down comp I really liked, but here we go. The fire plant. Ooh, into the Infinite Horizon Acades. A nice cleanser against units like New Moon Luna.
First picked up as well in E7WC 2025, and whenever that the plan is there, you're most likely thinking of just playing Solitaria, but no, instead blue crowd right here. We did see a blue crown miss lethal earlier against Gomeangmi's Fire Flan, so surely he's ready. He knows exactly what he's signing up for. Please, no more miss lethals.
Ya se puso el pechito.
Ojito,
How is that allowed?
We don't see a lot of card captain Crow.
Sí, el que no, el que
This guy has some sober shenanigans he can do between his S3. On top of that, right, he does match up nicely in a certain units like Fire Flan with the way that the true damage works. Oh my God, is that an Apocalypse Robbie?
ojito.
An answer to something maybe like the
Supongo que es una radio requete recontra
Mafty's gonna have a
marrana.
hard time chewing through here.
I don't think that's a bad pick at all. She's actually good into both crowds. I mean, Fire Crow won't have enough damage to nuke something as high HP as Apocalypse Ravi, and Blue Crow, I mean, it's just going to be eating injury turn after turn. Urban Shadow Shoot.
Sí, acá porque no puso.
Lo único que no top, ¿no?
Yeah, do you ban that and maybe you ban the APOC Robbie?
Ahí tiene que bañar
It's gonna be very
de
tough for Mafty to deal with his lineup.
See Lilia's
Oh,
opener
okay, he
ban.
leaves it, opts to ban the Conquer, yeah. So now that APOC Robbie's gonna get through, she has a little support as well. Is Mafty gonna have enough to take her out?
This is going to be a really interesting matchup because even though Red Crowd doesn't have enough utility to remove this Robbie, what you can do is set up your Vigor buff and get a guaranteed stun on her.
Let's see. Oh, this is
Then it's up to the Infinite Horizon Acades.
¿Eh?
If she wants to use CS3
Ah,
for
no
that,
mames.
or save it for a Luna.
Boost up DJ. Get dealer race.
Es una luna full vida ahí.
Cuts before DJB.
Well,
Yeah, this could be huge.
A ver,
Let's see what
va a
happens.
poner a dormir a ese
AJ
DG.
playing with confidence,
One
puts
sleep.
only 2 to
Pues
sleep.
ya mamó,
One
boludo.
sleep.
¿Sabe?
Not bad for Mafty.
Ahí le tira ulti.
You like this exchange if you're Mafty.
Roar. Immunity up.
Ahí S2 nomás, supongo.
Candice
We have a
Luna.
lot of souls as
How
well.
many
Tiene 20, casi
Tienen
27.000.
against Gomeangmi's gears?
Full vida, boludo. Yo estoy pensando en no sé si hacer lo mismo, boludo.
Oh
We
yeah.
go for the defense free play. and the little bit of splash damage. That's a lot of damage splashed onto the entire team there. I mean, look at that, 4,000 apiece. That's
Is he
full
gonna
damage
snipe
with a
out
single
this
cooldown.
Katie's
Aquí
early?
yo diría que te vas sobre
Captain Crow?
la
I
luna.
think we're all on the same page here. Here's Flan.
Boy fish.
DJP. Resisting all the way.
Show me the silver and show me the damage.
Si irá a tronar un muñeco.
The guard Captain Crow from another world.
Let me put in some effort.
Through the burning flames.
Ah, su.
¿Qué pedo?
Casi se lleva esa Ravi.
¿Qué pedo, qué pedo?
Y de 30 acá la
She's gonna hit back. The passive heals her. So
Bueno, aquí ya le va a poner su barrerita.
Apocalypse Ravi
Ravi.
is going to
Give Valky? Yeah, we did
Oh,
see the damage. It was significant, but
oh,
now
sí,
we still have
sí,
support. We have the full skill
Supongo
abilities from
que
the
sea
Katie's,
dos.
and we weren't able to finish the job. We don't have the Siegfried either from this crowd. He hasn't taken enough damage.
Es que a muchos
and
no
as
le
we highlighted
importa
at
la
the start,
flan
Ya.
más
injury
que nada
available between 2
porque
minutes.
You might be
Al
onto
crowd
something
pelea.
there. Instead, we're gonna
se
put
lo
up
lleva
the
con el
defense,
otro
but
crowd.
I think he was just afraid of if he sniped out the red flan first, the Apocalypse Ravi could have just ripped everything onto the DJB, whom without the S3 mitigation, which is going to be taking way too much damage, but
Okay.
now it does look like with the red flan available,
Acá no
it's
puede
going to
tirar
just be
nunca la
without
ulti.
Tempo Mafty, and Mafty is certainly
Acá no le
stuck in a
convenía
really
matar a la
uncomfortable
chates.
position. If he tries to
Oh,
speed
yeah.
up with this Luna, Infinite Horizon will
Soul
just
burn.
De hecho,
He's just going for it.
¿Pero por qué?
Akadi's turn coming
I mean,
soon
he's
¿Por qué?
enough.
gambling on it.
Oh.
¿qué? No, ya tiró el
No,
fuego.
no, 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 ahora le va a tirar la ulti a la chates. Digo, la S2. Le va a stunear porque ignora resistencia a efectos.
Stun. Okay. That's one.
Sí.
Why are you interrupting my
Mafty got another life.
Yeah, that's exactly what
things
Matthew needs here.
considered.
Lock down this Acadie so he can get some tempo. He does have a little damage here. He's gonna rip
Poquito.
the Siegfried.
Ahí creo que va a matar a la flan.
With this much
Ah, no,
HP,
ahora
is
sí.
it enough?
13,000 damage. We go on the Acades.
Sí, le tiene que andar las gatas.
Lands the kill.
Y ya está,
Wait, I
boludo.
think Mafty might be able to make a comeback.
Luna,
Yeah, Matthew's
S2's already
looking good.
back.
You know what?
Dropping
On
the
the
spear,
fly.
no evasion.
Not
Resist.
quite.
Maybe
Give her
that's
the
one
bump
though.
bump.
Won't matter.
Yeah.
Won't matter.
Y acá acaba de hacer ulti.
Con el
Va a
Major
ya
Run.
dar. No creo que
We're
nos
missing
consiga.
30% crit from the passive.
Nah.
It crits.
Oh, not enough.
Mira lo que queda, boludo. Nada.
That might be it.
Hold on,
Mafty's
hold on.
back in
Power of the
game.
slow, tanky Luna.
Pero todo el mundo no está muerto.
Yami's completely out.
La Ravi se puede, bueno, dice,
El
crowd de fuego, todas se pueden. Mamuski, ¿no? Lo tienes que controlar al crowd de fuego.
Donde la llega a pegar ulti el crowd de fuego, ¿no? Simplemente eso.
Oh, provokes.
Another turn. This
Even
A-Rock
ahí
is
tiene que
you
estar a
have to
puro-
end the
ahí
Luna
a
right
puro
now.
básico,
Stop
boludo.
letting her play the game.
No,
Yep, don't even S2. Get her out
ahí
of
ya la acabó.
And I
Aquí
think
tienes que matar de una.
Sí, ahí ya mató a una a la flan.
We saw the damage on turn 1.
Una a la flan y va a la Ravilla.
The scorching flame again.
No sé, pensé que no le daba los daños.
Plenty.
What a play.
Y ahí no creo que le dé para
I had
matar
my doubts early, but he knew exactly what he needed to do with the lockdown of the
sí,
Acadies. Beautiful.
Pues lo va a intentar, ¿eh?
Go to sleep. It's
Lo va a
okay. You
intentar.
did your job.
Sí.
Con pura herida te va a llevar.
Good to go, DDR.
Y
Still
ahí full
standing.
al rojo, boludo.
I mean, Gomiami certainly has to try. When you're on the world stage, you can't let a single
Look at that
opportunity
damage
slip
too,
past
yeah.
your
Yeah,
fingers.
Venom's damage.
I don't blame him, though.
Sticking.
Do we get the pushback?
Oh, resistencia.
No.
Smell of death?
Burning
Really?
again.
Hold on, guys. This Ray is looking
En un
kinda
turno
good.
ya tiene ulti, Ojo que
No
ya,
Fellas,
ya tiene
we've
ulti.
been saying all of last year, Death Dealer Ray was the MVP.
Sí, lo
of this
provoca,
entire set,
lo
so don't count him
Ya
out
está,
just
boludo.
yet. It's a lot of damage
Aquí
coming
tiene quedó.
Oh.
Yeah, but he has soul burn.
Soul
It's
burn.
over.
El
Yeah.
Killshade, boludo,
resistió.
quedó con una cara de puta madre, como que me resistió. Ah, ya está, boludo.
Was close,
Yeah,
but
baby.
Mafty stands tall.
Nah, aquí el KG se pasó. Tiene toda la agresividad. El vato se puso de pecho y va y le quiere jugar lento. Aquí se la regó el KJ.
That's one thing I really liked, G-Clap,
Aquí se
about
la regó
Fire
KJ.
Crow. A lot of other, bruiser counterparts get really, affected by HP. But the fact that he's a defense scaler, his S3 true damage, you can soul burn it. You really see there why he's still a late game finisher, even with all that injury stacking up.
Yeah, double Crow.
And look at that guard captain Crow with 3 kills to his name. We saw Mafty pilot essentially every single turn to perfection there, using the most that he's got, fighting every single uphill battle. I mean, heck, guys, Infinite Horizon Arcades took first turn there, and somehow Mafty was able to swing that back into a win. He was able to use everything to his
tenía
quick cycling of
todo país agresivo.
a blue Crow's ability
El vato
to
es
just absorb so much
de
damage,
pecho.
send it back into one target, and especially, I really want to highlight the fact that you do not need speed to play a lot of these broken openers like Numu Luna. Builder, tanky, slow with immunity, and if you play your turns well enough, you will catch your opponents with their pants down and then completely just punch them out.
Not in a public place, though. You keep your pants on.
Not in a public place, no sir.
Keep your pants on, please, everyone.
Pants on, ladies and gentlemen.
Behave. Just hype pants on, especially. Keep that hype pants on for this third game and the final one. Only one will survive, and Mafty, I think he's in a cafe or something. It seems like he's, from looking
That's
at
nice
the
little scenery. Get the vibes going. I do like, though, that we did see a guard captain Crow. I was hoping to see that from Hinojin on Global, but we still get to see it here. I see why they're hyping up this Mafty guy. He is awesome.
Arunka ban, Tenebria ban, Linav Arya. So basically all the characters used in game number 1 gone.
And first pick Payra comes out as well. It
First
just makes it so difficult to draft against her.
Uh-oh, there are some weaknesses to this character.
¿En qué llevo que ver en este?
I wonder if Gomiami just, at this point, you just take the Fallen Cecilia. You just say, hey, screw your Tori. I FCC it down, Fallen Cecilia, Bellion, and you just completely put them on check.
Well, we did say he could play a lot of different styles, but no, we're not backing down, Val. That's Zio
Payra
into the Payra speed, full speed ahead.
Albedo. Going for the counter, and
Oh, I really like that one.
Mafty's onto something. Oh,
nice combo. We've seen this a few times in the past, but yeah, that green synergy. Hopefully the positioning is on point.
You can tell he has a lot of experience because, with all the openers available, he opted for the Sea Phantom Politis, which gives him absolute control over all resources. And when you have resource characters, I mean, you just go Young Senya. It puts Konomi in such a weird position.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's locked in, right? It's too late to pivot.
Konomi answered. He's going for it all the way. And Mafty was confident that was a quick lock.
Yeah, it's almost like he knew what his game plan was going to be if Gomiami stuck to his guns and went this kind of speed-oriented game plan.
Oh, yes. Young Senya is such a cutie until you see this Ida on the other side.
Ida.
Another ice unit against the greens. Is Koyomi okay?
I think that Bellion is most likely a must ban, meaning we're going to get that combo of the Albedo Young Senya. I can't see him leaving up his Bellion, right?
This is way too intense.
Yeah, I also don't know if Ida is a good pick. You have to ban the Bellion.
Me neither.
I think Gomiami's already decided on that. He's locked in. But what does Mafty ban that gives him the highest win on? And I do like where he's going with this. Takes out the Payra.
Oh,
interesting ban.
This could be the moment for Komiami.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. The final game. Mafty versus Komiami from Korea. Payra, of course, goes first, but Mafty's ready to take the damage. Let's see.
I want to feel good about Mafty, fellas, but there's one thing that's really worrying.
Okay, what is it?
And I wonder if we're going to see it. So, guys, Gomiami is known to play multiple copies of the same unit, right? And there's one thing he's really well known for, and it's a very high effectiveness Ida.
Oh. Hey, where's Zio?
If that is the case, this Ida does not need books. She's not here to do damage. We don't care about the Albedo. We're here to stun everything Mafty has. Let's see if it's it. We're looking for the orange numbers. No, it's a damage Ida. We're throwing everything down.
But the damage was
now
intense.
We do have the Zio.
The power of the chosen.
And this Zio did not start the game, guys, remember. Some damage?
Yeah.
Incoming?
It could be a slower damage Zeo. He's doing his math right now, looking at every single pixel, trying to figure out if he has the room to pick off this Tori. Because that is priority number one. If he picks off this Tori, he's good to go. But if not, Nafty just might use her to make a comeback.
Resist!
My hand.
All of this.
We strip that. Stripping the escort is massive there.
Yeah, this is what Nafty needs to kind of come back. Let's fish for a Cascade proc.
Got it.
You do get the Cascade.
Tori, one step at a time.
Do you believe in your damage here? Do you go into one of the water units?
I think it's too late to turn back. Mafty.
I feel like even if he does,
right? Zeo.
Oh, he goes for the Zeo.
Wraps up the Zeo. Even with the F5. Oh,
Wind Rider. Oh my god.
Takes half damage and he's still gone. Good stun from Pyrrha.
Okay, at least we're locking out this Bellion for the side of Gomyongmi.
That's nice.
Not over just yet.
And an extra hit.
I can't.
Every bit helps here. Show me the E to S2.
Oh, the damage is stacking. Lots of low units.
Just so many things back.
This Tori hits too hard.
Yeah, when you have the Wind Rider activated.
Se está yendo el KJ, se está yendo el KJ.
Ay, boludo, no, era puro contra.
Oh, esos stuns, loco, esos stuns,
What is happening? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. We get another S2. And Payra S3 is ready again. Unbuffable for the Tori. You do not want to see this if you're Mafty.
Escort's on, but this Tori's still very strong. The buffs are still.
That's skill no protecting.
No, loco, se la va a llevar el KJ. Se la va a llevar el KJ. El poder del guión, loco. El poder. No.
Somehow, some way, this guy is unstoppable.
El poder del guión, hijo.
This Payra, I don't know, man.
Oh, Mafty, yeah, maybe a little slow.
Está bien tilteado el Mafty.
I feel like he played really, really well. I don't know if it was just a little bit, you know, a little RNG on the side, but I think Gomyongmi locked down that Bellion perfectly. The Tori, even though she was ripping through his
Esa Belia no hizo nada.
that pair to get back into that S2, S3, and then the Ida. Even though she wasn't like that full control, she had that AoE, she had that finisher, that skill null time perfectly as well. Just not enough gas for Mafty to finish the job.
That's right, Car. I mean, Gomyongmi had the style, but Mafty, I think, had a really solid draft, right, Valky?
I really like this draft. I mean, there's so many what-ifs in this match just because of the way RNG went. But can you guys imagine if the Bellion didn't eat the stun from the Ida? Because that Ida looked like a superstar. She hit green units, she stunned tanks. And if one of those things didn't happen and the Bellion actually got one single counter off, that could have swung the tempo on the entire thing. Super close match once again.
Very likely. Well put, Valky. And Mafty, I think, feeling a little down after what just happened. And I honestly thought in the middle of game 3, Gomyongmi could have just went down.
Oh no, I think all the matches were very, very close. I really like how Mafty drafts. He was just one of the best players that had, you know, also RNG, but the way he drafts with the tankiness, I really, really like Mafty, guys. Keep an eye out if you play in a similar style.
Oh yes, I think Mafty will certainly be back next year. Yeah, remember this name.
Le robó las dos. Le robó las dos.
This also harkens a little something to what Kukerbat said week 1, which is, you know, RNG is a skill. Skilled players put themselves in a place to succeed where RNG might just blow the wind slightly towards your favor. And I think we saw that on full display as well with that first match where, I mean, Payra survived by 20 HP and was able to land, like Car said, the extra S3, the soul burn, and put in so much work and got the damage through.
I love this talk about luck though, Valky, right? Luck is timing meets opportunity. It's also these players identifying their outs, never giving up. And as you see there, it's such a back and forth that comes down to minute differences. And that's what makes these champions here in the E7WC.
Exactly. And that's exactly what makes E7 so fun to watch time and time again. Because at the end of the day, this isn't two guys sitting down playing a match of anime poker. Or rather, anime chess. It's anime poker.
Unless Harsetti's
knowing how to
on the
manipulate these odds is what wins you the match at the end of the day.
Young lady.
And that's why you gear up, change your settings so you have better chances, and play the best of your ability with the gears that you have. Sometimes you use extra counter set, sometimes different sets just to get slightly more gear, slightly more stats, or some counter attacks on the other hand. So that's all prepped in
like
the setting.
Unity Payra, where you get more dual attacks with stuns.
Oh yeah, that's right. But these stuns were kind of outrageous, though. That stuff was.
Yeah, Belly never took a turn. The pair, the both blue units locking down the green. The skill no sitting there. The pair are gonna run back into that S2, S3 last minute. Oh.
And that unbuffable on the Tori was so huge. It denied one cascade, which means Mafty could not soul burn for the extra damage. And I mean, just protecting his units. And it's not something you think about, but it's what makes these guys so strong as players.
The Going Me does advance now. Time to find out the last semi-finalist. It's going to be between Sashimi T and Changhae. Sashimi T up on first. And I think a lot of us like this Mort guy in the middle. Huh.
He's pretty cool. I like him.
Mortalis.
I have no quarrels with Mort, but people in chat seem to go crazy over Mort every single time. It scares me a little.
He's a fan favorite. I don't know if he got a little too many buffs though. This guy is crazy now.
Isn't he like a turbo villain? Why do people like the turbo villain so much? Like where was this level of love for like I don't know, like Lua, for example?
Because he's very pretty.
He strips.
Lua's not pretty? What do you mean? What are we talking
about? There's a lot of waifus, Valky, right? There's a lot of waifus to compete with. Mort kind of stands out.
There's a limit to how much you can strip as a waifu.
Okay, otro marranín.
Oh, Mort strips a lot, just not in game. What?
He's got that aura.
Oh!
Changhae.
Uh-oh. On the other side, we've got
We've seen this Harsetti
in the middle. Okay.
G-Lef, we're gonna have to remind Valky if this unit gets through. We're gonna have to remind him that this match was in Unreal and it does count. Yeah.
We will remind
on you guys.
every single time.
Most ban protect, we see Harsetti win rate 56%. I think that tells the entire story, doesn't it, gentlemen?
Hey, well, you know what? You know, that's very telling. We gamble, but if you're above 50-50, right? That's pretty good. That's a 56-44.
Win by the Harsetti, you lose by the Harsetti. And it does seem like he's really well equipped to face a lot of injury characters as well when you do opt for that slow Harsetti matchup. You got the FCC on one side, flanked by the Empyrean Illidanaf, so not letting your opponent get any tank characters. That sure is a way to play.
Yeah, man, we do see a lot more Tori being like top 3 played for a lot of the Korean players, so maybe it's a lot more meta for the Korean players to play Tori, as you have seen a couple of times so far.
Anda a comernos milares, boludo, está todo re flaco el pobre.
From last year's qualifiers, the CMT. Still in the top 8 again. Can he break through his ceiling? Or Changhae, the newcomer. We'll see what. Oh, 70% win rate for CMT. Wow.
Sashimi definitely looks very consistent, and I think Changhae's secret is that if you look at it, he is up 2-0 in that relative matchup, and the most important thing, I think, is the fact that he is going to be taking a lot of tanks for himself. He's really greedy with it. Pre-bans does come out. Renak escapes the pre-ban. Sashimi T looks like he does have the first pick, though.
There it is.
Right into it.
Oh, there's some other units though also left out of the jail.
Yeah, no,
it's still available. So Changhae likes to put that in the ban protect.
Yeah, Fire Flan
getting up to a little bit good.
Tenebria open.
Naku.
Couple of other units.
I think Changhae needs to think how he's going to get that first turn, because there's 2 ways he could go, right? He could go for a Harsetti game. Exactly. That's his most ban protected.
Okay.
But the big question here is, do you go for there it is.
Valky, I love what you're saying. He's very greedy. He takes the 2 premier tanks. You look at these 2 units. My God, how do you get through that?
I mean, not only are they premier tanks, but also they're just so good versus the Renak matchup. You're denying her so much damage no matter what it is that you do. It does look like Sashimi T is maybe posturing for like, which of the Mir Tenebria. Control, like we saw Gomyami do, it's a lot of power, but if that on 3, who knows what's gonna happen.
No se te escucha nada, por si estás hablando.
Only Chang'e knows what's going to
Ojito
happen.
que está Harsetti libre,
Used to it.
también. Aunque no creo que le convenga
I don't
tanto.
think even he knows. G-Clef, he only knows that 56% of the time it works out for him.
He had +6.
Which he knows?
He had +6.
Yeah, +6 is still pretty good though.
Obviously,
Alright, doesn't offer the Witch of the Mir Tenebria. Inside goes Abyssal Yufine into
Ojito,
Whoa,
está
Tywin?
la Harsetti libre.
ready for that.
Harsetti.
Whoa, is that a
Neither.
prayer?
He's praying Chang'e is not going to opt for the Harsetti gulag.
Please don't put us through this, man. Please don't Harsetti.
Look, I didn't even pick Tenebria, bro. Just go easy, man. Relax.
Yeah, the Tywin here could shrug off some of the debuffs if Harsetti gets through. Defense breaks you have to watch out for. The stun's pretty big, and also in a grindy like bruiser versus bruiser matchup, the soul removal on his S1 is also pretty relevant.
I think I like it.
I really don't see why Chang'e isn't just gonna go for Harsetti Red Flan though. That's such a terrifying
I think so
combo
too,
into
right? You
everything
just knock
CCT
something
is
out.
playing.
Guys, Flan is banned.
You saw how good
by
it was
the
in
way.
the previous match.
So.
Oh, the Flan is banned.
Yes.
Right, I didn't identify
Good point,
that.
Jiggler. Good point.
Harsetti's up. Yeah, you're right. On
But there
that.
it is.
Designed a really bad. Oh. Bit of a switch up.
Yeah, we got to respect that Tywin debuffs. Can't let him just play his game alone.
Tywin debuff. Okay.
Ahí va a ir
okay.
Aladdin,
I
casi
can see
seguro.
what they're going for here.
Aiden?
But,
Is
I
Aiden
mean, new kid Aiden.
the meta for Korea? Oh.
I mean, anytime Harsetti comes out, you could probably expect that she's going to be picked up 4-5. Does get locked in here.
And we did see this kind of matchup, the new kid Auden versus that Dilibet, right? As long as she survives, she can get a proc. You force the Tywin S3, then the Dilibet has to react, and then you kind of get your new kid Auden going.
And I think overall she's just really good into so many HP scaling characters. The Empyrean, the Fallen Cecilia, the Harsetti. She's basically going to be eating good.
I really like this Tywin pick, honestly.
Green unit. Soul Weaver. The Steam.
Radiant light.
Oh, pigs.
Oh, wow. This is a tank down versus tank down. I don't think we've seen this much tankiness from both players at the same time.
And if it's tank down, Ray comes in.
Y yo creo que el Chang'e va a bañar a Aladdin.
I mean, Ray probably gets banned here, right? That's how it goes. If Ray gets picked early, you schneal. If Ray gets picked late, you ban him.
Just get him out.
It doesn't get any simpler than that. No problems here. And I think what we're going to watch this matchup is what kind of build is that Renak going to be running? And I think that is going to make or break this game because when you play with Harsetti open like this and you brazenly snatch up that Renak, I think you got to be cooking up a little something special. You can't just be playing a 300 speed Renak.
Yeah, maybe hyper
Maybe you're
tanky.
playing like a 150 speed HP attack right side Renak, and she's just 20,000 HP.
So we're guessing tanky Renak to come through. We'll see. Oh, she's got some speed though, 92%.
RNG is looking great for her as well. You love to see it if you're Sasumi T.
There's that Harsetti lineup, guys. Random turn orders.
You get
follow
the
up.
defense break, that's what we want to see.
Tywin though, that's why we brought him.
Alright, who's the first person we're stealing stats from? Designer a little bit.
I like
seem
that.
like a threat.
Yeah, I like that. Lower the damage there from her inevitable S3, when she gets the defense buff.
Let's go.
Yeah. The issue is versus
clumsy
FCC,
Mucho
you're not going to be getting a
ahí.
whole lot of damage through. It's a cute bit. It's a cute bit.
That's not bad,
Algo
right? This is gonna be a grinding matchup.
Not as much from the fixed damage.
When it is going to be an EPS Empyrean, Rise of a Monarch going to be the
Y que va a
best
ser
artifact.
una
Able to
S2 a la
last
reina,
turn and
¿no?
turn again, provide barriers for her team, double up with the Fallen Cecilia. It's going to be really hard to get rid of any character.
Ahí supongo
Yeah, it's
con
almost like a pseudo healer, so
ulti.
you kind of have to sustain on both sides. You have
Obviamente.
barriers. This could be a huge one for Chang'e. Let's see any strips.
Follow Cecilia.
Counterattack comes through though.
All the skill
And that's not
moves
good,
out
guys.
of the way.
Yeah.
Ahí supongo que es la
This
peor
is
básico,
Fiend
¿no?
already over half fighting spirit. Tywin with the buff. Does he want to rip it now? That's going to be
That's
a
why that
more
designer
ER.
Lilibet is
No.
here. You need to deter ripping at that turn. And now designer Lilibet looking like she's postured for a huge turn. Lands more attack downs, but Renak.
Ojito que esa Renak
Okay.
tiene sigilo.
No, you're
The quick hit.
what a has-been.
The vital point
We also
slash.
have that Illinois buff too with the defense buff. This is going to hurt. It is lowered a little bit by the pilfer, but show me the damage. Oh my
Pegó
god.
rico.
The counterattack scratch.
Ojito que la Yofin no tiene ulti. Le bajó ahí los turnos la Lilibet.
Still very
He still
strong.
has options though, G-Clef. He has full fighting spirit on the Abyssal Fiend.
Counterattack.
A little dual attack, unfortunate, but not. It's fine, right?
Wasn't the
As
worst.
long as we can survive this, we have
Va a
Christina
depender
following
todo
up.
de la Yofin, creo.
Isn't healing. A lot of times when you see the counter attack, she's sustaining herself, but this is looking like a destruction set, Yufine.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that's
defense
real
break.
bad.
With this
Oh,
X,
you
She's gonna go down here most certainly.
She goes down.
Oh!
And this is not a great spot to revive potentially.
But you have to.
You have your 3 opponent units really
Yes.
fast. Yeah, of course you gotta rip it. It's just not
Justina's
the
grace.
most favorable positioning. Let's see
Great.
the turn
Back
meter.
the team.
I don't care how young you are.
Ooh.
NFCC.
I mean, all your units come back, yes, but
¿Por
no
qué
stats
hablan
on
en
the
inglés,
Renak.
gente? Son los pro de
You got
pros.
Yufine pretty much going to get Soulburn
yo no estoy
blown up
hablando
right
inglés.
here.
Yeah, I like that play from Chang'e.
Son las voces de los chabones ahí
Big
del
play.
directo oficial
Renak as well.
Stop
de
existing.
Server Global.
Another hit and GG. Sashimi T throws in the white towel.
Todavía
And
molesta.
that is Chang'e taking the first one. A bit of a slower match compared to what we had so far in today's Korea's qualifiers. Still solid with Harsetti.
And I think it looks really good for Chang'e as well because, you know, the 2 instances before this that we saw Harsetti come out,
Ojalá me salga mañana
the
Harsetti,
picker,
pero
the
no creo.
Harsetti picker got punished decently hard. And in this case, you see somebody pick Harsetti, he's like really controlling the pace of the match, controlling the tempo, and it seemed like he had everything under control. His units are doing damage, the opponents are just kind of getting stonewalled, and that felt like what you would expect a Harsetti match to go, unlike the last 2 times.
Yeah, so it's really nice draft there. We were talking about the Renak and what she might be on, but no, honestly, no matter what, right? When you lock that Illinois, that fallen Cecilia, and then you drag your opponent into a tank down versus tank down, all he needed to wait is bide his time, get that timing between the Illinois S3, the Indomitable, plus the defense buff on that the designer a little bit, and you saw the damage come through, just rip right through him.
Here's the second draft. Chang'e up 1. We have some opinions on the Abyssal Yufine, that she never made it past S3. Actually, the unit's
I think
been
Valky brought up a
mostly
good
picked.
point. If she was on lifesteal G-Clef, I think that could have been a little bit of a different story. But the way he was drafting, I don't know if it's like he was hoping the more value out of the what do you call her, the Stina.
Según el chat, hará mañana si se va a poder piquear.
He would have been able to get that S3 pop off.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Because we talked a little bit earlier about opportunity cost on builds, right? So with Abyssal Yufine, you usually expect to see 1 out of 2 things. One is the nuclear counterattack hitting 4 units for 1 billion damage with the destruction set, and the other one is the lifesteal where you can always have the sustain. And it feels like in the last match we had neither. So you really have to wonder, was that a build difference or was that just the FCC Empyrean doing their job extra well?
I saw Dark Corvus for a sec, I got excited.
That is a classic Guild War unit, but in this case,
hey, Val, he's had a few times, right, where he's come out in the RTA meta. A few times here and there.
He does well in a stun meta, of course.
I think he needs another buff.
I think his spot kind of got replaced by what you would expect bystander Hua-Young to do nowadays. You know, you pick him versus
he's
a bunch
an
of
obsolete unit at the
units.
moment.
Guys,
Even
what if Corvus takes off his helmet and he looks like ML Taeyu? Then does he get a buff?
I'm not
I mean, I think for his age in Red Corvus, he's already really good. But if, you know, we're getting Prime Corvus, I'm here for it. Chang'e does lock in the Tori and Blood Moon Haze. I think he's really done his homework on what characters are good because when there's no fall in Cecilia, Tori is
Creo que nos va a dar otro ML asegurado. Si estuviste al día con las 100 tiradas, ya sí, mañana ya llegamos a las 100 tiradas y nos dan uno de oscuridad. Lo que he recomendado es medio al pedo porque te dan uno aleatorio. Me da igual. Si hay un ML relación meta, sí.
Si me dan un repetido, no me compro la serie. Bueno, tiro los Galaxy y a ver tu pex.
Ojalá. Y la otra polity la puedes armar de resistencia efecto, supongo, no sé.
Okay, hey Ross, we're doing a little bit of a takeaway there. So maybe we're sitting on the Bellion and we're just kind of holding her in the back. Kind of like that, you know, you trade back 1-2 punches instead of try to set up for, like you see with Global or even sometimes Asia, where they have set drafts where you know exactly what you're doing and then you're just trying to have a better matchup with your structure.
I wonder what Sashimi's up next with the 4th, 5th, maybe even to pair up with the Politis Janua. It's a bit of a split with Aros and Tori.
Well, let's see what Changhae opts to pick here. Taking his time, that Bright Senya, man, this guy loves his tanky playstyles. Ooh, okay. Solitary, even though
Para mí era al revés, ¿no? Que pique solitaria en el medio.
Control unit, maybe stop the other resources available from the side of Sashimi T.
You know, I mean, Urban Shadow Shoe does want to get her 5 focus ASAP to get her resets back, but if you're fighting versus Solitaria, not only do you get no focus, but if you get tagged with that unbuffable, which is pretty common, you actually lose your buzz damage as well, and I'm pretty sure that's the play. And the secret to this match is how do you
Ahí
control
yo
this Urban
creo que
Shadow
es
Shoe
la
and
área,
not
¿no?
let her get all of
Si
her
es que la
buffs,
tiene.
get all of her stacks, and just get her game plan going.
I said nothing.
You might have called it.
I said
He's picking
nothing.
a little more aggressive,
Un
hopping through his
bueno.
options.
Some red-looking units.
El Bucón. Podría mandar un Bucón y bañar a la Tori.
That pig here. This is such a strong character into the haste, into the fairy tale. But
We do have to watch out for that Tori, though.
Y saca a tu waifu.
yeah, not great into Tori, not great into the third pick ban protected Dragon Bride Senya. I think the Senya is actually really solid, holding back so many strategies that Sashimi T has access to.
Obviously, but I'm actually not really liking that.
Se va a ir por control.
Last two lineup with the fact that you have the Senya, you have the Tori, and you have your Changhae is able to pick a 5th unit to kind of also round out his draft. What's it gonna be though?
Araminta. Young.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're drafting Sashimi,
Champion será tu siguiente.
Yeah,
Ahí es Juan va de volada.
Don't want to care about the debuffs. And Fairy Tail gets banned on the other side.
Fairy Tail
Araminta
de volada,
goes
ok.
through. So damage from Sashimi T checked.
Bueno, acá tenemos a la Tori que es inmune.
Plenty of, I guess, extra lives for Tori.
La Tori es inmune a Tutu.
Will it be enough to break through?
And I really like this draft from Changhae. Like, he just defends so well, and you always have this really, what almost feels like an Exodia combo between the Blood Moon Haste and the Dragon Bride Senya. You park them protecting each other, and there is no right choice to make. Every choice you make is the wrong choice, but in this case, they're protecting the Tori. We're giving her a thick barrier. We're looking to keep her
Bueno,
alive.
la chokes mucho no vas.
Early dance.
No te van a tener focus.
It's time to
Doesn't
show
speed
you
downs.
what I've got.
Good start for Sashimi T.
Yo sinceramente no sé qué tan buena idea era poner a la Vivian atrás, porque la Tori yo siento que se la va a one-shotear el escudo del rostro del Corón.
Characters, that is really bad.
Esto de una solitaria.
That will hurt.
No more
Para mí era poner atrás a la chokes, pero
Some damage.
ahí supongo que una ulti de volada. Va a tener bufo de defensa.
I mean, you just want to make sure that if you ever have to activate the Blood Moon Haste or the Dragon Bride with as little damage as possible, and the Ross, surprisingly, get a little bit of that base synergy going with the Silver Blade Araminta. Now that is damage.
Fire is dangerous, ladies and gents.
did not get the cascade either. That's really bad for Chang'e.
Oh, that burn damage.
Suddenly the entire strict off.
The day for Sashimi T. Did not shave today.
Yes.
But he's all good to go.
That S2 raws into that pop on that silver blade. My God, that damage was impressive.
Don't forget, guys, during this past off-season, they actually boosted the damage off of the burn characters. Initially, it was burns and bomb characters together, but people have just discovered that it was just too good. When you could play things like P-Flan, you have the new Westwind Execution Fury, and there were some really fast players that were absolutely ripping through the rank ladders during the off-season, so they actually had to dial back the bomb damage. But as you guys saw in this last match, Silverblade Araminta with those boosted burn damage actually just completely wrecking face, sending that Blood Moon Haze home. Yes, he did have Proof of Valor, but that is not going to protect you against debuffs, burns, and detonates. That will still hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I almost wonder if the Fairy Tail Tenebria leaving her up would be a much better outcome. Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but you wouldn't be dead. You might just be controlled a little bit longer, but my God, your units kind of just exploded leaving up that Silver Blade.
Ashimiti feeling good after that win. That Araminta must have got some good attack damage, attack number in stats. Here we go, 1-1 tied. Chang'e should have the first pick now. Renat Carcetti.
Carcetti gets banned.
Adin ban. All right.
I like that.
Good to go.
Yep. All right, Chang'e has first pick position here. He's shown that he likes to play much tankier than a lot of his fellow players. But what will he opt to pick? Now it's down to game 3.
No Tori.
Oh.
Not surrender.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, that seems a little, maybe a steal.
Empezamos
He did
con las
Shimichi try
marradas.
that Tywin in game 1, didn't quite work out. Instead, opts for that Ilanov, very, very strong. Anti-pen, cleanses, and I believe we saw Rise of the Monarch, going to be very, very big value between the barriers.
We have these strong units in the meta, and especially with so many characters pre-banned, if you can figure out what the best character is, I think those are the exact situation G-Clef was talking about, where first pick just feels unfair. You get the one good unit, and your opponent has to go to the bargain bin to try to find pieces that can somehow beat you.
I literally just did my nails.
Okay, but that is not a bargain bin unit.
Neither is that one. Hold the phone. Those are still two primo units.
Need me to go easy on you?
I gotta eat my words real fast about the bargain bin.
Hey, it's all good. I like the analogy, but man, did he kind of turn that around? Laya into that Last Rider corral. Holy.
And you really like the fact that Chang'e is first picking Empyrean Ilanav and then taking 2 true damage characters that fully defense penetrate. He's just using that first pick so well.
Benimaru!
It's just really good for going into.
I don't
Hell, I'm not holding my breath for the Benimaru, but it would be cool to see him come through.
Guys, come on. I don't think that's gonna make it through.
No extra turn. I mean, there's Laya, but.
But yeah, it's way too late to be relevant.
On.
This Benny's.
This thing hovered for the last 20 seconds. Okay,
Benny
never mind.
build.
Never mind. Still BBK.
There you go.
Hey, BBK. Got BBK.
Yeah, we heard what Facepump said about this character. Just very, very
Prepare
good.
for battle, everyone.
Veronica.
Veronica there. And by the way, guys, Korea has been Rylet server. Where is Rylet all day long?
G-Clef, you just love Rylet. You love gambling with that guy.
I love Rylet. I mean, Rylet's a cool guy.
Did
Nothing wrong with that.
Adin take his spot?
Yeah, I was about to say it. Yes, if we're gonna gamble, the Aiden is the new unit tab.
Okay. Okay.
I do think this is an Aiden game, though. I mean, look at the amount of HP scaling character Chang'e is sporting.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
Aiden
banded
is gonna
himself.
have a field day here.
Yeah, he banded himself, so he can't have it. So maybe that's
Oh,
that
man.
was a
I
bad.
mean, look, guys, we have the backup to Aiden. Death Dealer Ray.
Oh,
Thoughts, feelings?
This is what chat likes.
El
The mortality.
Morticio.
Ezio. Is this okay for
Ojito.
Chang'e, or is it a bit of a mix-up?
Ojito
I
con
don't
el
really have the exact
Well,
feels.
it is a a threat. Sashimi T is showing that he does have some openers, so I like the Zio.
Sí, viene aquí.
Mortelix
Que viene
could be
aquí.
very threatening as well, and then he just has such a tanky lineup with his top
Yeah.
four, so
Hay una Celine, ¿no? La Celine de planta.
No se llama una Celine.
Oh, hand guy?
Wow.
The first hand guy of the tournament. Oh,
Ojito. El
Meteor Kaweri.
El Pajas.
I love what Changhae is doing, and I love this response.
Las
I'm
manos
almost sure
locas.
this hand guy is going to get banned because Changhae
Ojalá
is going
bufeen
for
a
a really
Maverick,
obvious
boludo.
play.
Le hagan algo ahí
BBK
que
has
quede
a
más
huge
god.
weakness going into debuffs, and he's either looking to silence it with the Zeo or stop it, fear
He
her
left it
with
up.
the Mort gets banned out.
Sí, Maverick es
Zeo
un-
and stall units is the name of the game here for Changhae. Does he win?
Ok, básicamente es para poner inmunidad y buff ataque a la
Right, that makes
beca.
it through.
Yeah,
Veronica
we
was
made
the
it.
Hand guy
ban.
make it through.
Veronica was the ban. Zio, of course, will be starting.
What?
This Shimi T's just doing everything the opposite of what you say, Valk.
Yeah. Changhae.
I mean, he's better than me. I'm bad. Let's see how this goes.
Let's see how it
Here we go,
goes.
Zio opening.
Everyone is just sad that Mort didn't make it through, but still, we go in, absorb,
Uh-oh.
Love your
nothing
crown.
else.
Robson,
La cosa acá es que la BK le va a dar el daño.
I mean, that's not a bad move. You want to take and put
Le va a dar
BBK
el
into the
daño.
second immortality as soon as possible. That way you force her to make a play. And here, you do have to decide. Do you want to cleanse here? I mean, 3 provokes you. I think you have to.
Yeah, I think that's the right play. Nice sweet miracle, of course, on the Laya, leading straight into this crowd. We got a lot of resets going.
Last Rider Crow.
We
Yo
kind of
creo
talked
que
about
yo me
stealing
la
the
cosa.
Ilanov, so this crowd S3, you know, it will add up.
Es
It's
que
gonna
no
be a
sé,
little bit of a longer match
me
unless the
cuesta-
BBK goes insane. But I like
Me
what
cuesta
Changhae
creer
is
que
going
esa
for.
beca se va a
Bien.
salir en daño a todos.
Okay, interesting.
Bueno, ahí ulti nomás
And
para el
he
bufo de ataque, sí o sí.
drops- He avoids the S3 here in favor of not triggering the Lewis for counterattacks, so that Sashimi T kind of has to split the damage among the other units with those challenge buffs. I guess I don't hate it, but I
Ahí
don't know
tendría
if
que
I'm
pegarle
okay
un
when you sack
basiquito.
this much tempo.
Ahí, la Elina, sí.
Yeah, maybe
Para que no le
he's
meta el
going- He's
buff.
going for the super long con.
Y acá diría que se aguante, ¿no? Un básico,
Now, I don't think going
efectivamente.
for the long game is
Es para
bad
que
per
pegue la
se,
ulti
but
con
you
el
don't
turno
really have
extra.
that much time when you're staring down at BBK.
Y ahí
We saw in
supongo que
one
full
hit,
a la
Zeo
beca
gets
para
dropped
ya
to
activarle la
25% HP, and
inmortalidad.
now he's gonna keep
Oh,
avoiding
what?
the
Ah,
BBK
ok.
and the second
Ya sé lo que
immortality.
quiere hacer.
Okay.
Tipo, quiere suicidar a...
Zio barely
Quiere suicidar al
survived.
CEO para que la beca no
And
tenga
he's
chance de
gone.
hacer
No,
el
he
turno
procced the
extra.
challenge, so he dies of that extra proc. That's an interesting play from Changhae. I don't know if I fully agree, but he's got a game plan, right? He does favor with the,
Okay.
I guess if he gets to the late game, that Lie S3. But it's not looking
balance.
too hot here. The
Ahí
start,
supongo que
3v4
provocar a
scenario.
la Elina de vuelta.
Balance of power.
Stage belongs
The
Uh-oh.
another provoke onto Ilanov is diabolical. She is not getting to use her S3 there, and you don't want to
Ok,
see that.
ahora ahí
BBK,
tiene que
and
pegar
look at that,
Solburn,
gets another
creo.
turn, and you're in no hurry at all if you're Sasimi.
Ahí no sé qué
I mean,
tanto
you
daño
can
va a
just
hacer.
S1 all day, and I don't think Changhae
Ah,
has
no,
a way
un turno
to
más.
get you to your second immortality and thus pressure you.
Bueno,
Yeah,
acá
he
se
needs to
alargó
proc that, but that
bastante.
S1 was
Tipo,
not
acá
enough,
tenía
and
que
look
haberse
at that, the
apurado
Lie's
e
still back up to
intentar
full. She still has her second
tirarle
life
la...
going. Crowd getting whittled down. I
Ahora
don't
sí
know
la
if playing
puede
this
ganar
long
el
con was
Sassy.
worth it.
Ojo. Que acá ahora
We
sí la
finally
puede
get to
ganar
rip an
el Sassy.
S3, but it's going to do even less. The attack break does add or detract a little bit of damage.
Here's the weapon. Siegfried. Ooh, decent damage.
Acá sí tiene chance el Sassy.
But still not enough. Changhae going downhill. Some extra damage from the
Yeah,
meteor
he's doing the
tower.
Lo
chip
malo es que
damage.
yo
He
no
wants to
tenía un
land this
fast
kill on the
attack.
crowd.
Go back.
The
Solburn
BBK!
Comes in.
Boom!
Let's see this.
There goes the dynamite.
All are dead.
Got
Y
one
listo.
more.
Yeah, now all you gotta do is
Supongo que a la
pump
Laya.
into the Laya, and ooh, she hangs on by a thread.
Es que acá...
Ultimate is up.
Yeah, we have souls.
Who'd he go for?
Acá supongo que va a ir a por Lua.
Who
Well, not the BBK.
can you take
Unless we're
out?
planning to...
I think you gotta
We
take
gotta
out
hit
the
that
Lord
light.
here.
Show me the
Yeah.
damage.
The Spirit of Rock!
Bye.
Ok.
Got Lua.
Y ahí dual a la BBK
Yeah, the
supongo.
healing, unfortunately, I don't think is going to be enough.
Dual
But you get a
AWK.
guaranteed dual attack with the Imperium Ilnaf. Maybe, just maybe, you put the BBK into. No, we're not going to touch the BBK. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
we're gonna have
Really
to address that sooner
patient.
than later.
Now here is the S3 and then there's a magic touch of skill nullifier.
Es que acá, boludo, la cagó.
Can you
I
break through
Porque
that?
la BK no la va a matar más ahora.
Ajá.
Porque aún le queda la otra inmortalidad.
But BBK still has the immortality, right?
No sé por qué está yendo todo por la
Yeah,
espalda,
BBK
boludo,
wasn't
no
touched.
entiendo.
Yeah.
Now, in the RTA community, BBK is what we call safe Omega right now, because I just don't think there is enough damage, especially with that skill nullifier on top of her head, for you to be able to push her into the second immortality and really pressure her HP pool.
Ahí ahora voy por la Laia, creo que la mata.
Efectivamente.
No, ya está ahora, ya no tiene ningún tipo de chance. Ya está, boludo. No usas.
BBK on that spot.
La cago nomás el compa.
Maybe could have saved Changhae, but the Great Metallics wasn't on the field. Sashimi T moves up to the semifinals, facing Go Myung Mi next. So Sashimi T already in a better spot compared to last year, and at least in the semifinals. Whew. Some good tank downs.
And I think that was a really well set stabilized by Sashimi T, because he went down early to that Harsetti draft, and the moment Harsetti was out of the equation, he just looked so much more comfortable, which not only speaks to his strength in standard regular draft, but maybe that's something his opponent has to research a little bit and think about when playing against him in the following set.
So a lot of chat asking why wasn't he targeting BBK earlier? I think he was left in no place, right? He had no real answers because BBK still had the immortality anyhow, right?
Yeah, he's the immortality.
A big part of it is you have to put her into the immortality buff, because if you don't, what you're doing for her is, the more her passive ramps to her missing health, she's gaining extra speed, extra attack. She's going to get super out of control. So you have to be able to do it in one single attack, in one single turn, and then try to control her afterwards. And I don't think Changhae had a really good turn the moment the Zio went down.
Ahí la primera pelea, básicamente Harsetti cosas, y también Lilibet cosas. No hay más. Ahí Harsetti hizo gran parte del carry.
Okay, thanks for answering the question, guys. And I think the moment Harsetti was banned from this best of 3, Changhae had a lesser chance to win.
I know Chad has a lot to say about Changhae's play, but I just would like to remind everybody that when he had the Harsetti, he had the Imperium. This game was so dominant. He looked so good. The fact that he's standing here today, I'd be willing to bet this draft is where he made most of the money. And, you know, it's a bit of a shame because Sashimi T is a really good player, and he was just able to find an out once he banned out that Harsetti and found the prerequisite pieces to run over everything else.
I love this SBA game, man. We let off, we were like, uh-oh, we didn't stun 2 units, but that's okay. The burns you're about to see right here. Don't blink.
Acá la ramita, boludo. Sacó la rieta con todos esos proc.
Oh, you gotta love it. Some burn
Y acá no entendí por qué Chotas no tiró... Ah, no le dio el bufo. Tuvo una mala suerte el pobre.
I like that little combo, very nice.
No le puse el puto proc. A mí me pasó, boludo.
I guess no one else does. I guess no one else misses Carrot.
No, I like Carrot. I like Carrot.
The third game.
Acá la cago. Era full focus a la BBK y la cago, boludo.
In order to just drop a unit and blow up the entire challenge play. But I don't know if I like the fact that you did that before you triggered the second immortality on the BBK. That seemed like a bit of a misplay to me.
Yeah, sometimes we talk about playing to your outs, guys, and the BBK was he has to deal with it, right? And so I think regardless of what happened in the end, you had to start going for the BBK sooner than later.
Absolutely, because once the BBK goes out, not a single character Sashimi T has can
Es
solo
que
the
ahí
Lie.
era la BBK,
Yeah, he
boludo.
can't even 3v1 the Lie. That Lie was free to do damage and wreak havoc.
Because she's got the rock spirit. But Changhae had way too many questions to answer. No, Sashimi T was kind of bulky, and certainly was left with worse decisions being caught, and Sashimi T moving up to the semifinals. Well, so it's a bit of a faster beginning of the day for the up to the semifinals. I mean quarterfinals for Korea.
Quedan dos peleas más. Supongo que ahora es descanso.
So we've got
Van a
mixed
poner ahí
styles
5 o 10
from the Korean
minutos.
players. And then we've got 4 left from the 16 that started just about 2 hours ago. Chaser, SYAC, Gomyangmi, Sashimiti will get 2 only from those 4. Oh. Let me have you guys guessing already. Okay, who's moving up? Chaser, SYAC, Gomyangmi, Sashimiti. I'm always putting you up on the spot. Sorry, I just have to. That's part of my job.
All right. I think for me, because of how clean Chaser looked, and he just looked like such an intellectual gentleman, I have to put my vote towards Chaser.
Okay,
And I mean, for the bottom bracket, Car, you have any thoughts on that one? I'll leave you to dissect that.
I don't know, guys. Maybe Go Meowmy is my pick, just because I'm just gonna flip a coin, and that guy seems kind of good. So let's go Meowmy.
And you know, one interesting fact, if you guys ever get to see that bracket again, is every single competitor has the exact same win-loss score on the day, leading to this match right now. Every single one of them was 2-1 in the first match, 2-0 in the second match. I think like at least the same amount with their opponent. It looked really, I think the top side, both guys have the same win-loss record on the day, and bottom side, both opponents had the same win-loss on the day. It looked really funny. I was looking over, trying to count who maybe, you know, because when you try to predict things, right, it's not just how well the players are playing. It's if their account's good, if they're feeling good on the day, maybe did they get enough sleep?
Bulky.
And I couldn't tell.
We need to take a break. 5 minutes, guys, and we'll be back with the semifinals.
Ok, ahí juego 5 minutitos. Cinco minutitos, a ver.
players around the globe have been waiting for is finally here. The legend that started out in 2021, the Epic 7 World Arena Championship, is ready to ignite once again this year. The world's strongest heirs going head-to-head in nail-biting matches. I'm curious to know which legendary battle live in your mind till this very day.
Let us begin the grand final stage of Epic 7 World Arena Championship! Ace with the ball will pick up Liar, and there it is! The champion will be House of the Rain for the E7WC 2024.
With so many unpredictable showdowns, it is definitely a challenge to just pick one. Well, the intense matches that you all loved and enjoyed are back. To get on level with the ever-growing skills of our heirs, this year's Epic 7 World Arena Championship has also leveled up. Let's take a look at what's new, starting with the tournament schedule. Oh wow, the regional champions are going to be taking on each other in every match, and this time we are going bigger. From the in-game prelims on June 21st to the legendary grand finals on September 6th, we have 2 full months of intense competition ahead of us. Once again, so all the devoted Epic 7 heirs can enjoy the action, we're bringing you broadcasts in 4 languages: Korean, English, Mandarin, and Japanese. With the best commentators to bring all the hype, make sure to stay tuned and don't miss a single legendary matchup. Well, the tournament format remains the same as last year. From the 5 servers, Korea, Global, Asia, Japan, and Europe, the prelims will determine the 8 players that advance to the finals. And from there, the brackets will be drawn, and only 3 will make it to the final showdown. Join us from start to finish to find out which player from which region will take the crown this year. Lo and behold, this year we have a brand new system, the Lunatic Draft. In this new system, competitors will be able to select 2 pre-bans each, meaning up to 4 pre-bans will accumulate each round. On top of this, the 10 heroes selected in the previous round will be banned as well. So as the rounds go on, the competitors will have to think outside the box and bring out heroes that they might not typically rely on. And for those concerned about keeping up with the new format, no worries, we got you covered. We have also made some exciting updates to the observer screen. You'll now be able to see exactly which heroes were picked and banned in the previous round, all displayed at a glance. We've worked really hard to make sure that you can get even more immersed in the action, so all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the championship with us. And that isn't all, we have something extra, a brand new battlefield with powerful visual effects that will bring the battle action to life in a whole new way. The Epic 7 World Arena Championship just got even more intense with the brand new system. So the real question is, what is in store for the world's top player? The prize pool is a massive $100,000, and the champion will walk away with $50,000, along with an exclusive champion skin and the one and
私たちで力を合わせてジェットスキー思考回路が本当ですか？これ褒め言葉。まったくそうなると海のど真ん中に溺れて即死だ。ああ、だから私を2回目の波に送ってくれよ。あんたたちなんか後で
俺たちがジェットスキーを押して
姉さんの決断。姉さんが波を越えるって言ったら押して越えさせる。
へえ、まだ笑っていられるのか。提案した私がビビってどうする？後悔はしてないか？余計なお世話だ。それはよかった。今しかし自分でも無謀。それでも波に流された記憶がトラウマになる。今越えないと。分かったよ。もう決めたなら何偉そうなことは。小言はもう終わった？ほら、日が暮れる前。みんな準備はもう整った？何して。
我々はできる。
我々はできる。
我々は団結こそ。
陣を持って義をなせ。うるさい。頭に響くじゃないか。メンテは終わったからさっさと持っていけ。ムーンを祈るぞ。もし溺れ。大丈夫さ。あの関谷の。さてと。せーの。当たり前でしょ、この間抜けども。もっと力強く。
姉さんならいけ。
気をつけていってらっしゃい。でもあそこ2回目が来ます。フィナス2回目だ。やっぱりすぐ来たか。さっきから右腕が痛い。でも私は知っている。この痛みは偽物だ。私は偽物なんかに負けたりしない。さあ行こう。今さら修羅に戻るなんて負傷を言い訳にしてたのも私自身の問題から逃げるでも。臆病風に吹かれて逃げ出してテラナドとの抗争に勝つために必要なのは、そう私が私でいるために全てを乗り越える。はあ、どけ
2回目の波に超えた。
卑怯な自分も弱い自分も、そして今波を乗り越えた自分も全部私だ。
Ahora ya está a punto de empezar la mierda. Ah, ya terminó, ok. Y queda el puto minijuego este de mierda, boludo. ¿Qué recompensas hay? Ok. Ok, hay cositas, hay cositas. Tengo que farmear esto.
That's something we see Hui opt for as well. Immediately replied to by the Ross. Okay.
They're picking quick.
And
yeah.
Tori.
There's the classic combo.
Okay, Tori goes in. I don't know if I like this package per se.
And DJB, of course.
Real fast. Wow.
Of course, of course. Almost formulaic, just like Valky was saying. Now we have that Spirit Isolene. Oftentimes gets banned out by game 2, game 3, but right now in game 1, she is a threat.
Quick decisions. 8 lots? No way. Not in 25. Okay. Opener. On top of Payra?
I mean, it's not the worst, right? Because Payra could always get banned.
Was he the Karina player too? Was that SYAC?
Let me go through the paper real quick.
It might have been. I know he played the SSB. That Karina game was also one of my favorites.
No, it was not.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not
more of a reasonable pick here, I would say.
Oh, that was actually Chaser. Chaser played that.
Oh, Chaser was the Karina. That's right.
That's why AC was hovering. Oh, we missed.
Oh man, the bans were instant too. Holy.
You fiend ban. Okay. Opener ban of Lidica.
Y ahí, ¿por qué no bañas solitario? Digo,
Quick draft, kick selection. We're already in game. We're speedrunning this.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts between the Desert Jewel Bazaar, the variant version, the Ross protecting the Tori. I will say that the Tori's looking really scary here from the side of SYAC.
Igual, en realidad no fue tan mal, bueno, no.
The Tori is one thing, but she's going up against the Spirit Isolene, and Spirit Isolene, I mean, it's already out, bro.
Question mark? What?
That's got to be an Uberius too, Payra. I mean, Payra is just such a threat. You have to just tempo up here, rip your DJ, rip every cooldown. Oh, goodness.
Now that's a warrior.
Y hay una S2 y se lleva la Tori.
Okay.
Casi.
Oh, good damage.
Casi,
eh. Si lo hubiera roto defensa y si la habría llevado, creo. O si no tuviera la Urus.
As long as she lands a kill, right? Most likely on Wind Rider. Gonna get back into stealth.
And the Tori. Gift wrapped. Free delivery.
There's that cascade too.
Yeah, she make light work of that Solitaria. Quite a tanky one, 26,000 HP.
Y ahí supongo que soy. Ya está.
And that's a win. That's usually what happens.
Man.
Torigo, no hay más.
SYAC.
SYAC, that was a really clean match, fellas. Now, it might look extremely stilted, but that was a game actually won purely off of information gap because I think in Chaser's case, he factored in everything except the fact that if the pay was in fact on Uberia's Tooth with really high attack, it would just knock out your Spirit Eye Celine right away. And that is the risk of running the Spirit Eye or even the Tories when you don't bring a tank with you. A lot of times, you know, the DJ Bassar gets picked and he looks really high value with against the Tory is because you're always picking a knight to protect the Tory. And in his case, the Tory was protected, the Spirit Eye Celine wasn't, and the Lone Wolf Payra is what carried that match.
Yeah, well said. The crazy part too is though, he actually had a game plan to bypass that Raw's barrier. If you saw, the New Moon Luna S2 kind of can cut through between the way it hits. Unfortunately though, right, as soon as you lose that Spirit Eye Celine, I think our entire game plan just goes into the gutter.
SYC up one. Time to chase. You're the chaser. He's up for a mission.
You're right. He is the chaser. He's got to chase down SY and get that win back. So going into match 2, I think he needs to look for a safer game plan. He probably needs to maybe show fast or show slow right from the get-go and force SY to reply in a way where it's a lot more high risk, right? Game 1, SY was able to pick up the payra, be really neutral. There was no way for you to trap the guys.
Hold on,
Charles?
What the fuck?
Homework, maybe a little inside knowledge.
¿Por qué venía el Charles?
Listen, Charles got a buff.
Ojito, obviamente porque está P, ¿no?
Yeah, that might be some inside info.
Seguramente no supo que bañar y bañar lo que le diga
maybe he's
ahí.
just not banning anything to keep his options open. Maybe he still thinks he's the better of the two players.
Sí, ya.
But in this case, Zio does get locked in first pick. I think SY wants to go first, guys.
¿Qué mierda está bañando?
Zio, you know, if you want to go first, Zio's your guy.
I mean, Witch of the Mirror Tenebra, we've seen time and time again, is a very threatening character. Once those debuffs land, the blocks go. She really limits what your opponents can do in order to react to all of the extra damage she brings through the Rupture debuff. But in SY's case, when you have the Zio, you have a lot of options, right? I mean, with Zio as well as the Dragon Bright Senya, I wonder if he's just going to go blue Payra into the Requiem Rowan again. We've seen that so many times, and if Chaser doesn't pick something that's a little bit more resistant to that draft, he might just get pinched.
Another duo that was really strong.
Yeah, Korea loves their duo combos. Why not?
Chaser.
Little two-piece to go.
You can't beat Zio.
Ojito Payra.
There's that pair we were mentioning.
Scrolling through Soul Weavers, maybe some green ice units.
Yo ahora que me fijo nunca más piquearon a mí, boludo. Uno la piqueó acá.
Haste comes out, okay, into the Hellion Lua.
Ok, Haste de volada.
Is it here?
Digo,
come on.
Payra de volada.
Oh, execution of Shuri!
SYAC.
Bit of a style play.
Sirve tanto de imprint y también tiene un kit bastante decente para cambiar con la Payra, así que ojo, Lo único que habría que ver es el tema del speed, porque él no tiene, ni nadie acá tiene ninguna herramienta para adelante ni nada. El único malo de él. Ojito, la Ciseria, la Javiña. La Javiña. Ellos supongo que bañar Ciseria, ¿no? Y el otro sí o sí tiene que bañar a la Diliot. Que baña a Shuri. Va a ser un poco RNG la cosa, más que nada por si primero si no hay 15% ni nada raro.
Pick a target.
No sé, a ver.
Except for Destina. Oh, actually on Destina.
Bueno, tiene pinta de ser un Zio más que nada de daño.
More than 1/3 gone. In summertime,
there you go, activates the Ciseria.
Ay, boludo, no le metió al Haste. Ahí tiene que dormir al Haste y al... Y a la, ¿cómo se llama? No le robó turno. Tiene pinta de que acá el Sayak. Ojito. Acá por suerte le metió provocar y no stun o sueño. Eso es bueno. Acá lo malo es que acá va a ir la Destiny y va a estar limpiando. Acá la cosa es que Haste también presiona y hace que no pueda focusear a otros que no sea el mismo. Hay una ulti para limpiar y curar todo. Y chao. Tercito. Ahí pegó rico. Pegó rico de vuelta. Ahí tiene C2.
Ooh, the rupture is coming in now, and it lands 2 ruptures. There's still going to be a lot of damage, helping Chaser tempo his way back into the match.
Lua's still in this. Another provoke.
In the light's name.
So Rory's pulling with the Stina.
Para curar nomás.
Just pop off your Lua, hold the tempo, and hope you can come out with the game.
Chao.
That's scary.
Activated.
Yo supongo que acá o a la E7 o a la seña.
Slash and dash down.
Yo la verdad esa seña está bien y no, mientras no toca el CIA yo creo que esa seña no se va un carajo.
You go for Iseria?
No, va por eso. Okay. No está mal igual. Ahí supongo que va a ir a por... O sea, no lo mismo, ya está, ya.
Chaser! Chaser comes back and win one. That's why AC was feeling the pressure. We have game 3, ladies and
El Chaser ahí. En modo basado, modo profesor. Y tal solo le falta a los lentes que haga el movimiento de anime de los lentes típico ahí. Ajustarse los lentes.
An amazing match of defense right there, but most importantly, the fact that Summertime Iseria was on the bomb detonation exclusive equipment really put a lot of pressure on him. So for him to be able to make the right decision at every turn, that was really well played. So now it comes down to a game 3.
I know. These two players, they both got styles, and that's why AC might have got a little too far because he was leading. But now, anyone can take this. It is the Lunatic format. So Luna, the other Pera, Eros Tori will be back available.
Man, let me just say, I'm very impressed with these two gentlemen. Like, I thought I was going to be more excited for the Go Miami match later, but this one, both of these guys, not in just the set, their previous sets, I really like their style, the confidence in their picks, and man, I'm going to hate to see one of them have to go.
Yeah, DJB, Luna, Lidica, Blue Pera gone. I mean, ML Pera gone.
Who are you people?
Okay. He takes the Spirit Eye Celine. We saw him use that Lone Wolf pair to one-shot Chasers.
Pacers on the defense once again. I mean, at what point do you go, I'm defending against a better player, there's one good tank, one premier tank left in the pool, I'm just gonna first pick Fallen Cecilia. Yuffie picked up once again. Okay, it makes sense you want to cut their combat readiness, but do you lock in a hardcore tank right here? I really want to say he does, but Chaser certainly knows things I don't, so I want to see what he goes for. This pick is pretty important.
Okay.
Tori, ooh.
Yeah, I guess the Tori alone, because he opted for the Abyssal Yuffie on one. Uh-oh.
All right. Hey, Raw Steel?
Okay, yeah, we're hovering Karina. But we take the Raw Steel so that we don't have the premier kind of protector plus offensive unit in the form of Ross for that Tori. I like that from SYAC.
With what?
We're hovering the Conqueror Lilius for a second, which I thought with all of these opener ban would be the most prioritized pick.
Fixed damage?
No. We saw Karina, G-Clef. That's enough Espa. That's enough Espa for today.
Espa has a concert tomorrow,
yeah,
guys.
Conqueror Lilius comes out. I mean, she's just a really high-value opener. If she goes ahead of the Celine, it's just 30% attack. If she goes ahead of any other bruiser, it's 30 attack and 30 defense. You cannot scoff at that. So looking at Chaser's draft, I'm more inclined to think that's a tank Euthine, and he was prepping for the Conqueror Lilius on 3, and now he probably has to take a minor pivot here.
Ran?
Oh!
Is that a pivot? Jacko pivot! Okay, we are racing and casinoing.
Oh my god!
We're on!
Hold up, hold up.
Turn up that oven! Heat it up all the way! And then an anchor with an evasion?
Yeah, we'll see what he picks on 5. Certainly not Schneel.
Jacko pair and Assassin's counter with Ken? Are we handling this? Okay, this is about to be some cinema.
I feel like there's a lot of things you can pick as SYAC, but I mean, what about speed imprints? Any speed imprint lovers? Like,
oh, you got it.
There we go. You have 2 openers.
Otra imprint de speed. El sitio oscuro no tiene imprint de speed, así
que.
You bring one more?
I mean, I think
¿Y acá qué va a hacer? ¿Le va a mandar otro imprint de speed?
The issue is the Rand can't get it done by himself, so you have to pick something, another bridge unit, and then ban the Wanderer Silk, because you rather get that clean race.
Acá yo creo que va a bañar a la Celine de Luz, ojo. Efectivamente, Celine de Luz fuera.
Oh, Celine then?
Wait a second, so the Silk's gonna go through?
Quería ver ahí de bañar, si no le bañaba BK, ahí cagaba.
Chaser is confident with his Rand? Is he?
Ok, todo va a depender del estilo.
I think, guys, I think he's giving up the Rand and the Jacko. He's actually sacking those characters for a Tori Euthane 2v4.
Can you handle it? Assassin Sid.
Ojita, eso sí.
9% apart. This Assassin Sid was going to win anyway. Chaser gambles expertly there, gifts up the Rand, doesn't even drop the Rand. Conqueror Lilius finally gets to go, and it is a tank Euthane. I really like what Chaser did here. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's see if he can take it, though. Figure out. That's why I see. You have to look for some chances right here if you want to get that S1.
Igual ojo con se gana, Ese Tori puede cargar, ojo.
That would have been so much damage going over.
He took chances.
You have a bit of an S2. No, for the S3 where you can silence. Does land. Attack down as well.
Good silence.
Acá probablemente E2 o va a pegar E3 primero.
Oh!
Does take out the Rand.
Ok.
We have the Tori though, and she's gonna rip through.
Y acá supongo que full al haste. Y al haste al Cid oscura.
It's a 50-50. You do
I think you have to send it though, right?
Send it, yes. Sid goes on the Sid, does it hit?
The delivery misses.
It's a miss.
Igual se la chinga. Igual daño fijo.
3v3, and Chaser's looking a little stronger here. That was his premier damage.
A ver, se quedó sin DPS. Bueno, ahí esa no va a ser un carajo.
Hey, gents, SYAC. Does he have any damage left over?
I can do it too.
No, but you do have a lot of cool attack.
No pegaba ataque extra la Shaco si está debufado el objetivo.
Jacko gone?
Does take out the Jacko.
Okay.
And he's going to be very tanky here.
El tema acá, ¿cómo trabajas a la Tori? Le tiene que estar full ciclando ahí. Ojo que igual la gana el Sayak, pero... Pero la veo un poco difícil.
And see Lilius on the back, so the Lilius will also get the shield from Ross. Well, Chaser has to go through so much.
Yeah, and here we see Yuffie
Ok, se pone otra barrerita. Ojo que Conqueror. Ojo la Conqueror. La verdad no sé quién tiene más la de ganar. Ok, Solvo, ojito. La rompe defensa. Ok, ahí ahora sí va a ganar el Sayak.
he has two. Dual attack goes
He's
in.
going
Oh
down.
my!
Goes down.
That's why AC seems
now
like
he
he's
completed
got
it.
it.
I'll take your life.
Yeah, this is Tanky Fiend. She could get into trauma, but I don't know. The damage is going to be a little subpar. You still have a lot of tankiness on the side of SYAC. So she's going to have to get hit.
At this point, it's 3 support characters beating down a single tank. And yes,
Acá no sé, no creo que los
it's
va a
just
hacer
not a whole
nada.
lot of damage. Every single point of damage here is getting mitigated.
Yeah, with the attack down, even.
Es por eso que la Shufin de daño es mejor.
D-break lands too.
I'll make you taste.
Oh, the
We
damage
just may
is
never get a turn.
unbearable.
Ah, cómo no.
Yeah, the chip damage is adding up.
I think SYAC clinched it.
Even with
Oh
full
man, you
gauge
hate to see him
and
go
the
out
counters.
like that.
Let's do this.
The
He
3
still has
supporting
two.
characters.
Sobered it every time.
And
Y chao.
Chaser
Gana el
taps out
Sayak.
SYAC.
El
Will be
profesor
the first to
perdía.
advance from the Korea server into the main stage.
Ooh.
Oh, bit of a celebration from the player. And we will also get to hear from the player. We will have an interview soon enough. Oh man.
Man, that was such a close match. I mean, I think what it really came down to was the fact that Tori did not get the Wind Rider proc off of the Assassin Sig kill. It was a miss into the Cascade. I thought she just didn't have the artifact, but what happens is when you don't kill the Sid with a direct damage, if it's any additional following damage that removes the kill, you do not get the stealth, because if he did, Contra Lilius would not be able to land the provoke, you would not be able to target buff her, essentially SYAC would have no option of coming back. The fact that she couldn't go into stealth, that was pretty much the nail in the coffin. Otherwise, I think Tori had the whole snowball. That was such a close match.
I mean, it was a 50-50, right? The evasion buff was active on the Sid. That's just how it goes, depending on do we know the artifact? Either way, right? That was a close match. I like the game plan. He kind of gave up the speed there, relied on the Tori. Just wasn't enough to kind of close it out from Chaser.
Okay. Yeah, Chaser also had a really solid draft. Jacko sealed, Ron, no damage. Those two on the bottom left. Oh. That's why he really gave all that he had. Much better than the second draft that he had. There's a highlight of the best of 3. So we get to have an interview with SYAC.
Look at this pop. Oh my God, Celine, and then the instant yield.
So strong.
I think in a best of 3 series, when you can get a free match like that, off like a free win off of an information gap, you take that
ahorita
every
yo tengo
single
onda
time,
de vida,
because it just
boludo.
works way
Tenía
too
20
I
mil
remember
de vida
seeing
más
it
o menos.
earlier. The Cascade, did you notice that? Procced on the Solitary, doesn't kill, doesn't get the Wind Rider. Unless we know for sure, but yeah, we saw that actually in game 1.
Yeah, the second game here. Tenebria. Syria bombs not landing as much. I think that was key. And this haste
Look at all these
stealing
strips.
away.
You are not worthy of my
Yo,
Look
that's
at all that
too.
barrier. Gone. That scythe.
And this match was pure Blood Moon Haze power, even with that detonate exclusive equipment.
What a
I mean,
soul
it just
weaver,
makes
man.
Blood Moon Haze even stronger.
This little game.
Almost 22k. And the Warriors doing everything. Soul Weavers doing everything these days. Kind of crazy. And this Assassin Sid. Well, we had doubts when this didn't kill.
Take this.
And honestly, I really like this pivot where you give up the Ran, you give up the Jacko, and you opt for this 2v4 with the snowballing Tori, but not being able to pick up this kill, not going into Wind Rider. That's really what sealed the deal. And the moment your Tori is under a lot of debuffs and control, it's just really hard to claw your way back.
Exactly, well put, Donkey. And this was kind of sad to watch. You have the damage, you have the potential, but you just cannot release it.
We don't have the damage. That's the trade-off for getting that Abyssal Fiend on the tank set.
SYAC will be the winner. Good celebration there, and we get to have an interview with the winner going to the main stage. Congratulations, SYAC. You're up as one of the qualifiers from the Korea server. Congratulations. And how does it feel going up to the main stage? SYAC 선수 이렇게 본선 진출하게 되었는데요. 한국 서버에서 본선 진출한 소감 일단 들어보겠습니다.
恭喜您成功晋级，请问你有什么想说的吗？
非常高兴可以参加 WC 的这个比赛啊，然后能16进2从这个地狱赛事杀出来的话，我也是非常的幸运。
진출하게 돼서 매우 기쁘고요. 행운이 정말 잘 따라줬던 것 같습니다.
I'm really glad and happy that I was able to make it to the main stage, and I think the RNG was a little on my side today. And second question, from the in-game qualifiers, 153 wins and 144 losses. That's a lot of games played compared to some of the players that we had from the prelims. How much practice did you do for E7WC this tournament, and what did you focus on when you were playing the game? 선발전에서 일단 153승 144패라는 기록이 이렇게 있는데 다른 선수에 비해서 굉장히 플레이 기록이 굉장히 많습니다. 어떤 것들을 중점으로 좀 연습을 했고 경기를 했나요?
我看你的资料上有153次胜利和144次输，那么能看出你玩游戏的次数很多。请问你在准备游戏的时候，重点准备了哪个方面呢？
其实主要就是保持手感嘛，就是一直这里要感谢陪我打训练赛的苍狼龙还有香菜各位啊，还有干神，因为他们不断的陪我打训练赛，使我保持了很火热的手感，所以呢才能在这次比赛中成功晋级。
연습을 꾸준히 하면서 느낌을 잃지 않도록 노력을 많이 했습니다. 여기서 저와 함께 연습 게임을 진행했던 모든 선수한테 감사 인사를 드리고 싶습니다.
I practiced a lot to be in shape, be in form at the highest place, and I would like to actually have a shout out to all the scrim partners who went through all the mock practices with me to get me prepped up for the tournament. And another question, okay, off. I want to ask you about the last game actually with Erasi, Lilius, Assassin Sid, and Silk. The opponent had Ron and Jacko. Were you ready for that pair-up? It was a bit of a surprise from Chaser to have that type of a draft. And were you confident, even after losing a Sid, to win that final game? 그리고 마지막 경기에 대해서 한번 질문 드릴 텐데요. 상대방이 체이스 선수가 란, 제고 이런 페어를 가져왔고 거기다가 어쌔신 시드가 처음에 킬을 못하면서 이렇게 조금 어색할 이 셋으로 이길 가능성이 충분히 있다고 생각했나요?
那我想问一下，最后一个比赛的时候，你刚开始选的组合可能不是很尽你的心意。那陷入困境的时候，你是怎么克服这个困境的呢？
首先在这个游戏中的话，做出这个好的 BP 跟坏的 BP 都是很正常的。这个只能说用这个跟我尝试都有关系。因为如果打多的话，确实心态上会比较平稳一点。
사실 게임을 하면서 이런 상황을 맞이하는 것은 지극히 정상이라고 생각합니다. 다양한 시도를 하면서 더욱 많은 조합을 연구하는 것이 방법이었던 것 같습니다.
So it was perfectly normal to actually go up against these type of competitions through a lot of practice, and it's not too rare to actually go up against this type of situation, and he was indeed ready for it. And the next question is, you're up against some really strong players from global Asia and potentially coming more from Japan and Europe tomorrow.